Yes, what time is?
Welcome, Cantina is open. Yes, 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 yes,
I
yes.
had a really messed up day. And a little Chardonnay. And I keep the Fontaine. So I'm going to the front of the line. Let me not call me online. I'm going to the front of the line.
And I got someone backstage.
Here we go. Oh my God, they're still barking. Mom's home, but that doesn't mean anything, does it? No, because they'd rather spend time in here. Plus, they know Mom's got Jack in the Box egg rolls on standby for dinner. So, yes, got that and my drink for the night. Truly, margarita style. So, would you guys stop barking, please, Pia? You are horrible. How is everyone? Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you guys in like so long. It's been like years. I mean, oh my God. Okay. So, how are y'all doing? I've been talking with Monsieur AJ the whole time. I'm going to have to hear more tonight about this whole Twitch bit. And so, yeah, we're going to turn the night into a gamer's night if I don't watch out. Yeah. So, and then after that, Savage came in. Savage was live in between the two lives and probably still is. Actually, I don't know. I didn't get to go check. I was hanging out in her live for a little while and was doing a little bit of stuff like there. Savage is a lot of fun to watch, by the way. And with everyone with Battissimo lately, I think I'm going to have to, starting next week, reactivate Battissimo. Because everyone just says he's the greatest thing on the world. And you know what? I need a new boyfriend. And Battissimo might be that guy I'm thinking. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking maybe. So we'll find out. Who else do we got? We've got Missy K. How you doing, my dear? So, yeah, here we go. And as long as I keep feeding the dogs treats, we're good. Yeah, So yeah, it's been crazy week. Like I said, I've been kind of doing a lot of work out of the house. Usually I work in the house. Hawaii, believe it or not, many of us are still working from home here. I know COVID is officially over everywhere else, but here hasn't quite worked that way. Hey, Angie Marie, how you doing, my dear? Actually, let me pull oopsie, I'm dropping treats on the ground. Hey, they should be happy doggies there. Let me pull this up here so I can share. Amy is here too. Hello, Miss Amy and Angie. And oh, okay, gang. I'm not following this right now. Okay, I'll probably check it later. I am literally, I usually don't ask people this stuff for subbing and all. I'm literally this close. Okay, something like 6 away from 900 subs. So it's not the 1,000. That'll be next. We'll be going after the 1,000 after that. But if any of you happen to be one of those people who love to hang out here and keep forgetting sub, other than me asking, what the hell? You're not gonna sub? What? And sub, please. And no, it really, I mean, I'm really hoping to get to the 1,000 soon because I do know it makes a difference in getting the algorithm going. And when it comes to the missing people, the sooner we can get things out in the algorithm, the better. So whatever you guys can do in helping with that. So let's see. We got Missy is tired. And let's see. AJ is okay. I'm Oker Doker. And so let me see. Let me get up our link here. You've been sharing. Thank you, Amy. Thank you for sharing. We're getting there. I need to up my view hours too. So, but we're getting, gang, while I'm getting this link together for everyone. Mrs. Portland made it, girl. I love you. Thank you. And for those of you who, okay, clip shared. Okay, let's go in here and yeah, I've never been, all of you guys who have ever started a channel, I don't know how many of you guys have ever really thought, I started this channel on a whim. It was like, let's have a place we can come hang out for Cantina. That was it. And it was called Chat and Craft at the time. And it truly started changing. Oh, getting subs. I just got a note. Thank you. And you know who you are. Yeah, all of a sudden let me see. Please join us on panel. I didn't expect anything to come out of it. Okay, it truly was, okay, let's have chat and craft, which turned to Cantina, which then became Mental Health Lives, and then everything else. It's just, yeah, there we go. Okay, let me pin this so it stays pinned. There's our link if anyone wants to join me. And Aquarian Baby is here. Yes, did I just, yes, she is my fellow Aquarian. Hey, Aquarians rule. Plain and simple. You guys do got to know that. Aquarians completely rule. And Lonnie is here. Gulf Coast Mama. Yeah, you remember GCM? Chat and Craft? That was the first. In fact, if you go back into the playlist for Cantina, the first Cantina is still there. And it is Chat and Craft. And the whole idea was, let's hang out, chat, craft, do all sorts of stuff there. So let's see, we got 2 people backstage. So let's bring those 2 people up. One of them is undressing in front of me. Oh my gosh. Nothing. Hey, I'm getting a whole striptease back here. I don't know if that was meant for me to sit. No, Belle. Hey, girl. I hope I'm not missing people. I'm not even catching everyone tonight. So who you guys think I got backstage? Who you think I got back? Girl, I rushed home from Orlando. You're right. Oh, I had forgotten. You were in Orlando at that time. Oh my gosh. Okay, so 2 people backstage. Both of them have talked in chat, so that should help limit it a little bit. Kelly made it. Look at Kelly. Who do you guys think we got? Hello, Miss Kim. Amy, how would you ever know that Mrs. P was backstage? Oh, I have that horrible screen. How you doing, my dear? Hello, Mrs. P. Oh, she's typing. No problem. We'll let her type. Hello.
Hey,
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good. Sorry for the tease. I had to take off my t-shirt. I was really starting to roll, so I had to take it off.
It's a Mrs. P strip tease. Oh my gosh. Awesome.
Well, I was over in Likens Live, and I was wearing the t-shirt he sent me for my birthday. But like I said, being a black t-shirt, it was just getting a little bit too warm, so I had to take it off. But I have my favorite red shirt on, so.
I saw that one earlier. That was so cute. I was watching Likens also. I've been bouncing back and forth between lives all day. So
yeah,
who do you think we got backstage?
He did an August celebration for everyone that had a birthday this month.
Yeah, that was cool. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
That's what we should do more of. That's for sure. So
yeah.
Who you guys think we got backstage? I got one other person backstage right now. Any thoughts who you think it is? It's someone I've been wanting to talk to because they've been sending me messages on chat since the beginning. Who you guys think? Okay, I'm going to say this. This person was live earlier today, but not on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Lonnie, I am feeling great. I'm actually feeling great. It's been a busy week, but I'm feeling really good. And also, okay, I'll give you guys, they have initials for name. Oh, Missy got it. Missy got it. Hello, AJ.
Hey.
I'm like, I gotta get you up here.
Hey, Mrs. P.
Oh gosh, how you, AJ?
I'm doing okay today. I had to reschedule a physical therapy appointment because months and months and months ago I had got Bell's palsy, and I've been going through physical therapy doing it. But the reason I had to cancel today is because they had to do an inspection with my apartment, but they didn't even show up. So I was like, but that was the only hurdle I had today.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I live in an apartment too, so, yep.
Mm-hmm.
I had to cancel 2 of my medical appointments this last month. I had one with rheumatology that I was supposed to have 2 weeks ago. Then all of a sudden, my manager notifies me that I have inspection that same afternoon, and I had to be here for that, so I had to cancel that appointment.
Oh,
yeah.
I get it. And my apartment's going through a huge renovation.
Yep.
We
same
finally
here.
have
Yep.
wood floors. Oh my God, I hate carpet. I am so glad. I mean, they're planks,
I
but
wish they would rip the carpet out of this place.
Yes.
It's horrid.
I remember nursing homes. At one time, they got into this thing where all nursing homes should have carpet, so it's home-like. It was the worst thing. Why would you ever put carpet in a nursing home where you have people who are incontinent?
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
Yeah, I am so happy.
Oh,
No
exactly.
more.
Yeah.
Lonnie, thank you so much, Lonnie. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. By the way, Crystola, sweet dreams, my dear. Sleep well. By the way, if anyone has seen the thumbnail for tonight and this background is courtesy of Miss Crystola. And also, we now have two, not one, but we have two Cantina logos. We have one made by our amazing Gold Coast mama, Gold Coast. She made the original Cantina thumbnail, and now we have the purple one. So we're going to have a little rotation now. I'm so happy.
That's
She did a great job.
awesome.
Everyone, I need to go use.
That's awesome. And my stream went well. I have 12 followers. It's okay. But I always have this one person. They never talk, but it's always this one person that watches me. So I'm like, okay, cool. I got a cult fan.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes, honestly, I find every now and then someone will send a message and it's like, oh, I've been watching you for months. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And so it's awesome to hear a name to go with someone because you feel like you see their numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I know them because they're there. But at the same time, it's like to see their name is great. So what all do you do for your channel?
I just play video games. I talk to my friends on PlayStation. We have conversations. We play. Sometimes I just react to what's going on in the game as like a first reaction, because I really like story games. And right now I'm revisiting Ghost of Tsushima. Oh my God, this game is good.
A lot of my friends, I'll have to connect you with some of my friends. I have a friend who has a Twitch channel.
Yeah,
it's Patrick is great.
Yes, I'm going to have a YouTube channel. I just haven't done it yet. My sister helped me with the banners and stuff like that for it.
Right.
It's not this name that I use on YouTube. It's the Divergent Collective because I'm neurodivergent, and I did a play off of that.
I like that.
Yeah.
So let me see. YouTube. Is it up yet, or do you want to not share that address until it's ready?
I don't want to share it until it's ready.
Okay. Got it.
However, if I could share the link to my Twitch.
Twitch, yes.
I'll put it in my. I'll put it in the chat here, and then you can copy and paste it.
Switch it over. Awesome. Yeah. In fact, I was sitting there already trying to figure out how to get your chat name out there for Twitch. Twitch is fun. That's actually where I started with Twitch, not streaming, watching.
The only reason why I went with Twitch first is because it's not like YouTube. After you get 50 followers, you have a chance of garnering some monetization.
Yep.
Here you got to do like got to go with the algorithm. You got to get so many watch hours and followers and stuff.
True. I also love one thing about
I actually have an account over on Rumble.
Oh, you've got Rumble. I got someone else backstage. No one's going to guess this person. I don't think they've talked in chat yet. Oh, no, they have. I've got another person backstage who has spoken. I'm going to have to limit this some because no one's ever going to guess, I don't think. It is a guy. Okay, so it's a guy that's talked in chat already. And by the way, the other thing I love, I know Louisiana girls getting so close to that. I need views, though. I definitely need to increase my hours. But what I love about Twitch, for those of you who have Amazon Prime, if you've ever, looks like he'll be back, hopefully. If you've ever had Amazon Prime and you want to try out Twitch, you are given one free membership. Memberships there are the paid type things.
Mhm.
So,
I have
any
Amazon Prime.
ideas? I might bring, you do? Okay, so see, you'd have one free person you could subscribe to, and they get the money from it. So, like my good friend, I give him my membership every month.
Mhm.
And, okay, I'm going to say who this is. And because I want to get them up here, I'm being too impatient and I can't wait for everyone else. It is the dude himself, Mr. Panel Dude.
Hey.
Hello, Panel Dude. I was too impatient this time. How are you? And AJ's back.
Yeah. Sorry about that. When I went to go copy the link on, because I'm using the Discord app because it's my phone.
Yes.
It booted me off the thing.
There we
Yeah.
go. It's happening.
And I couldn't share a main link of the channel. I could only share a video link of the channel, but I guess that works.
That works. And I'll get you. I'll go in there and become a member or sub, and you know what I mean. So,
yes.
What about you, Panel Dude? Do you hang out on Twitch ever?
I have a Twitch channel. I don't post on it that often.
Okay.
But yeah, I have a Twitch. It's basically Panel Dude Gaming. How
Panel Dude
original.
Gaming. That I can remember. That's one I can remember. I'll have to pull up my Twitch in a second on my phone and get all you guys
I have a
added.
Twitch too, but I haven't done anything over there either.
Yeah, one of the
Same
things
here.
I'm looking into is trying to set up an overlay so it like has like scrolls of like like my subs, or has like a little emoji when someone subscribes and
Okay,
all
so
that stuff.
Yeah.
right, the thing you want to use is Streamlabs. StreamYards
Yes.
doesn't have it, but Streamlabs does, because I'm using StreamYards right now.
Yeah, if I could figure out how to do that through my phone, that'd be
OBS.
great, because I ain't got no computer.
Can you do OBS off of your phone? Does
You
anyone know?
can. It's just very. I don't like the interface.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. OBS, I've wanted to learn for years. I've worked with it for shows when we do plays, but I've have someone else who puts it together. I've never put it together myself. So someday I want to learn how to do it.
Hey, Louisiana girl.
it's a trip. I've been learning Streamlabs, which is OBS, yeah. But
Right.
it's an interesting application to use.
I've only experimented with OBS once when I had a MacBook.
Okay.
You know, everybody for a while on YouTube was Mac was the way to go when you went to do YouTube videos instead of using like Linksys or Windows.
Yeah.
Because of the editing software, you know, with Final Cut Pro and all that other stuff.
Lonnie is asking, is there an app you can download for Streamlab? I thought there was.
Yes, there is.
There is, yeah. I use it, yeah.
Is there? Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I'm gonna have to have like a friend or somebody walk me through setting up overlays, because I've seen the layout or format, whatever you want to call that, on the website thing to like set it up and stuff, and it has all these things like ratios and sizes and all that stuff, and I'm a hairstylist and I can memorize like degrees in cutting hair and all that other stuff, but when it comes to like geometry and like sizes of like ratios, no, because that's no. You know, no. I mean, I'm
so poor in math too. Math was my poorest subject in school.
Yeah, math was never my good thing.
You know,
Yep.
and I defeat the stereotype because I was diagnosed with Aspergers back in 2006.
Me too.
But
Hey guys, I'll be right back. I just realized I don't have my allergy medicine and I drink alcohol. I'll be right back.
yeah, but the
Okay.
but the stereotype with that is we're all good at math, we're all into computers, we're all into this, and we can only get jobs that have to deal with that, or they
I
make
was
us do.
diagnosed with Aspergers when I was 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
And
yeah, I was
I would
diagnosed when
be
I was 10.
and I
Yeah.
will be 55 on Monday.
Yeah, and I still call myself Aspie. I did have one girl one time have the balls to tell me and try to police how I identify myself.
Yeah, I've had
Yet
a
I
few
thought it
people
was
try.
funny because her political beliefs was all about how dare you mispronounce my pronouns. I'm like, you're over here telling people how dare you mispronounce pronouns, and you're telling me how to identify myself. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've had people say the same thing to me. But that is it's all to do with
I
the
already know.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and
Adolf Hitler and Third Reich, and the irony in that is
yes,
I'm also Jewish, so but I'm like I've been going as Aspie for like years. I'm not changing because of some Gen
you
Z
shouldn't have to.
Y
Yep.
X
Oh wow!
You shouldn't
whatever.
have.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness!
I've identified as an Aspie,
yeah,
and if you want to get technical, it still says Aspergers syndrome on my medical records.
yes.
Interesting.
Can I say
So,
something
okay,
really quick
can you?
with mine?
Oh yeah, Mrs. P.
Thank you very, very much, Aquarium Baby. Thank you, sweetheart, for the kind PayPal donation.
That
That
was
was very
sweet,
sweet of
Aquarian.
you.
Thank
So thank
you. See us Aquariuses are all yes. Thank you. So what is okay? So I know what Aspergers is. So what is the reason they just don't want you to use that a term because it's
It's
negative or
because Hans Asperger's, I believe that's his first name, supposedly
okay?
worked with Adolf Hitler and the Third Reich to recruit.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
So erase the past and then okay, got it.
yeah,
Doesn't
yeah,
pretty
matter what
much.
the truth was. Okay, yeah. No, sorry, I'm gonna get
yeah,
political if I get going further on that, but I know what you mean there. So,
yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
And no, you know what? We're who we are. We can't erase. Sorry, I know I'm getting political here. You can't erase the past. You can learn and move forward, but the past is the past is the past. And
right.
yeah.
you.
And we still have to learn. It's been a struggle for me, especially in my career
Me too.
field because of
yeah,
it. I've had a lot not bring it up in interviews and stuff like
Mhm.
that because
It's really
people
hard to
still
ignore. It's hard to ignore who and what you are. I tell you
yeah.
what,
It is.
I've been there, done that, got the T-shirt,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nope, you got it.
Yeah, and I'm not ashamed of who I am.
and you
It's
shouldn't be.
just if
You
I
shouldn't
want
be.
to do what I love, you know, it
Right.
is what it is. And in my state they have this this dumb law that loopholes with the rights, like equal rights when hiring.
Oh,
The
okay.
right to hire, the right to fire, which is
In other words,
BS.
they cannot discriminate against you just because you have what's called a legal disability.
Ability.
They
Right. They
cannot
have to try to
discriminate
hit.
against you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got to
they
find
can't.
ways to try to help the person out and meet
Yes.
them part way if they could do the job within reasonable accommodations. Is the
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And
To
I
my
It is.
don't
Yeah.
need, and one of the things is when I do hair, I take my time. Some people, like if I best cuts and stuff like that, they want to do a haircut in like 15, 20 minutes. And I'm like,
yeah,
what?
it's not you.
First
Yeah.
of all, I've seen people who've gotten their hair at best cuts. It ain't best cuts, it's shit cuts. Okay? No. No.
True,
And my
true
specialty is hair color, believe it or not. Balayage, all that
Really?
stuff. Yes.
See,
I'm
I
certified.
did not know about that. Know that about you, AJ.
Yeah,
I did
I'm
not know that.
certified in Matrix. I was told, and I don't want to get you demonetized by saying this. I was told I was too R word for
Okay.
that, and I wouldn't understand that in high school.
That is
After I
not-
graduated, I went to Remington College. I know that's a big controversy because Remington College and those commercials and stuff. But I got my license, did all that other stuff, and one time I ran into that high school guidance counselor. I showed her a picture of my license and told her to shove it down her
Thank you,
fucking throat.
Good
See,
for you.
Yeah.
That's it. one thing that I'm kind of liking about this, because we're getting new people onto Cantina at times, popping in, and some in chat, some on panel and all. We're getting to know, we all know each other's names from chats, but how many of us really have gotten to know? I just learned this about AJ. I did not know what you did for a living like that. And that's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, learning what people play games on.
Yeah.
Okay?
And it's like with Robbie's channel and all these other channels, I haven't been like open about it. I don't, it's not like, it's like something I wouldn't be, but just hasn't come up. But there's been a couple channels where I'm interactive with, where I have, like, there's this woman that I follow that I love so much. Her name is Monique Parent.
Hey,
And
Robbie.
I'm always giving the ladies in the chat advice about skincare, hair, all that stuff. Even some stuff with acupuncture and neurology, because I learned that while I was actually working my first job, because my boss had me learn that stuff. I was reading tons of books. And
so
how
numerology? Did I hear that correct?
Not numerology, neurology. Like how the nerves are all connected to certain things. Like
nice.
Your big toe is connected to your heart, and like how certain
reflexology.
Sorry, blah.
No. I love it.
And how certain things, like certain muscles, can relieve headaches and like heart attacks, and how you're not supposed to do certain services for women who are pregnant because they can go into Braxton Hicks and all that stuff. And yes.
Oh my God. Oh, Missy had to put her 16-year-old pup in diapers today.
Aww.
Yeah, they don't care. Okay, all of us, we judge everything, and they don't. Mine are being noisy. What else is new?
Right.
But yeah, and but yeah, I think it's cool when we start to realize who we are and what's all going on around us. And I mean, I've been watching Panel Dude more and more. I'll catch a lot of replays lately. I've been trying to catch people's replays a lot more often, and it's really been cool to do. So, but yeah, we definitely, in fact, anyone with Twitch, go check out AJ. Okay, we get to hang out and see people. Just you're kidding me. We 100.
And I think my lives would be more better if I had more interaction, because oh my God, I laugh at myself all the time, especially because I'm not like the best gamer. Okay, I'm not a noob, but I fail so many times, but I get up and try again. But every time I laugh at myself, like if like a certain way I die funny.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. No, it's really playing games and having fun with it is cool. So, okay, Panel Dude, do you play games?
I do, yeah.
You do. Okay, so what games does everyone play?
I'm big into DC, so I play like tons of Batman. I love me some Batman.
Mr. P.
Hey, Mr. P.
I play games on Pogo.
Pogo, I love Pogo.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You know what I wish I can do? And it's not even a video game. I wish I could play a board game. You know how many years it's been since I've played a board game? That would be so fun to like have like a certain thing like StreamYard, play like a board game or Dungeons and Dragons with people over like the stream or something. You know what I mean? Like a group activity.
My husband and I have a whole storage tub full of old board games. Like we have like 5 different Monopoly games.
Oh, wow.
We have Sorry. I have Checkers, but you know how I actually pulled a game out and played it?
I actually have an Ohio Monopoly game.
Interesting.
That's like, yeah, that's like set like with like this stuff around Cleveland.
Okay.
You know what? Hawaii. We had one for the University of Hawaii actually at one time. I don't even know where it is. Yeah. But you were talking about doing things like D&D and board games. I have a few friends who I'm trying to talk them into. He's he's a dungeon master. And I keep trying to talk him into, you know what, we could get a bunch of us together and actually stream. Okay, other people do it.
I got
Stream playing
dice.
D&D.
I got dice. I got dice. I don't have a board game in front of me, but I got dice, and I got a Rick and Morty Dungeons and Dragons game myself.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh. That would be
Yes.
cool. That would be
Yes.
cool.
I
Yeah,
wish they
no,
had a
Now,
Nightmare
that's
in
one
Elm
game
Street
I've never
one.
been into.
You
I-
know, what I find with D&D is pretty much it's the system. You don't have to play D&D. You can make it any. You could do honestly a YouTube version of
Okay.
D&D.
You know,
yeah.
I always thought of
Hey.
it as like an improv.
That's exactly it. If you do improv, you're made for D&D.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be the wizards and
Yeah.
Can I change the
demons or
subject real quick?
Yeah.
we'll do.
I
My
Let's love
birthday
you.
being Monday, my husband had a bag of pop cans he turned in for me today. He ran down to our local Dollar Tree and he got me some Hawaiian stuff.
He did. Okay, what you got? Body mint. Ooh, pineapple peach. That sounds like an interesting mix. Disney villains. Oh my gosh, that's a game. Ooh, hibiscus rose. Yes. Oh, someone is loving their birthday week. Mango.
Hawaiian mango.
Hawaiian. Oh, yes. Actually, what do I got in the fridge?
Nuts,
No, I got
body
papaya
wash.
in the fridge. Oh my gosh. Love you. Oh, Louisiana girl. Yeah, Sergi. Good luck, my dear. Love y'all. Thank you for putting on the playlist. Thank
Yes.
you. Love
Good
you.
Hey,
luck,
Lokamai, I have a
girl.
question
Okay.
for you. Do
Yeah, AJ.
actual pineapples and coconuts from Hawaii taste better than the crap that you would probably see on
Yep.
the mainland? Like,
Yep.
do they taste better?
Ooh.
That's
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look what my husband
It's-
just ordered me.
I don't know if she can see it.
Oh, Oahu coconut sunset. Ooh, nice.
You know,
Nice.
I
I
bought a
don't-
can. What?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Buddy.
Oh no, I was going to just say I don't know as much on the coconuts, but the pineapples I think are definitely better here because they're the perfect level of sweetness when you
Uh-huh.
get them here. But you want to know something? They're just as expensive, if not more so here.
Wow. I
I
heard
have to
your
go to
guys is
locals.
on Hawaii. It costs $20 to get a gallon of milk.
I wouldn't say 20, but let me check what it is right now. I'd probably say, okay, let me check my Safeway prices.
Or
right
12
now.
or some crazy
It's-
double-digit number.
People on the mainland are catching up to us, definitely. Okay, Safeway
Mhm.
milk. Let's see what our price is right now for milk at Safeway. Actually, it's not
Oh,
that
that's
bad.
what I thought.
One
I shop
gallon.
at
Yeah,
my Safeway too.
see, Safeway is my place. 1 gallon Lucerne milk is $5.59.
That's what it is here.
Oh, so
Lycan, thanks for joining, my dear Lycan. Thank you.
I heard that information from my grandmother, and she doesn't want me leaving Ohio, so of course she would say something like that.
Now you know the truth. Now you know the truth.
Okay. Now, Bill,
Yeah,
it is facial wash
You-
that my husband got for me from Dollar Tree.
Oh,
You
that
know,
looks great.
I bought a candle from Bed Bath & Beyond that was $23, and it pissed me off because I wanted to treat myself, right? And
Yes.
it said lavender and vanilla. That bitch only smelled like vanilla. I was pissed. I hate the smell of only vanilla. It makes me hungry. I stay away from fruity smells. I mean, foodie smells because it makes me hungry as hell. I I go apples and stuff in the fall, you know what I mean? Because it's
Yes.
fall smell and cinnamon. But I don't do winter because all they got is the cookies and all that other
Yeah,
stuff.
I don't like
and
the
it just,
sweet.
yeah, because it just makes you want to pig the hell out. And I'm
Yeah.
like, no. But in the spring and the summertime, I'm doing lavender and stuff like that. You know?
Oh, nice.
That's
See,
the
I
one
like
thing
spices.
I would really love to get for my birthday. That's Hawaiian. But oh my gosh, it is expensive as all get out.
What is that?
I had a sample of it a couple years
Kona
ago.
Rain.
What is it?
What is
It's
it?
a
Lotion?
perfume.
Oh, it's
It's
a
a perfume.
perfume. Kona Rain.
Okay. No?
Oh, I
It used
haven't
to be
heard of
called
that one.
Maui. It used to be called Maui Rain,
Oh, okay.
but
Got
they
it.
changed it.
Oh,
How
interesting.
many products have the name
For a little
Kona in it?
bottle,
I know
that's for a
exactly.
little bottle. They want $48 for it.
Okay, Mrs. P, I have gotten the first request to please ask you if you could consider unblocking Kelly Bain, aka Kelly's Fibroforum forum. So-
Absolutely. Hey, it's my birthday and I'm in a good mood.
There you go. See, that's okay. Everyone, come on in
You know-
right now. Sub, and then she'll unblock. Ooh, I could hit 1,000 overnight if that happened. Oh my god. Yes.
I'm already subbed to Mrs. P.
Oh, thank you, AJ. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh, you go.
You know, every time I hear the birthday, I
Yanchi
think
Marie
of this
too.
radio show that used to play, and every morning it would play that. I don't know if it's the Rolling Stones or whoever, but they would do "Say It's Your Birthday."
Oh God, I can't
You.
stand that song.
Oh yeah. Say it's your birthday.
Okay,
Yeah,
she
that's
is
it.
unblocked.
Okay, I
She
also
is
have Angie
unblocked.
Marie asking the same thing. Miss Angie Marie was asking. And would you guys stop? Okay, my dog wants to be unblocked also right now. That's all she's been talking this whole day. And
Okay,
I
who is
agree,
it that
like,
wants
and
to
I
watch
hate that
Angie
song.
Marie? All right.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Mrs. Portland and her block list, she don't mess around with that. No,
Well,
no, no, no,
again,
no.
But you got to keep the block list strong.
Mrs. P would be perfect for D&D because then
Right,
she could
P.
just tell the demons and the trolls, "You a black bitch."
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, set up a spell. Okay. A cleric, a level 2 cleric spell could be, yeah, block bitch.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Oh,
again,
my
the main reason why I've kept so many people blocked is, again, just because of all the hate attacks. I feel like I have to just better protect myself. And it's just
Right.
also the lack of trust. I have like this much trust in people now on YouTube because of everything that I've been through. So that's why
Right.
I've kept a lot of people blocked, is just for my own safety.
And I think
Yeah.
what people don't realize is you do blocking. It's not like you go through, oh yes, this person, oh yes, this, you just block everyone. And then so it's going back and, oh yeah, no, I can undo this one. Oh yeah, I can undo this person. So roses are Missy K's favorite.
And people
Oh,
tend
Oh,
to block.
mine too. But I'm not a vanilla
Yeah.
gal. I'm a coconut, plumeria. There's another perfume that I have on my Amazon list that I'm gonna hopefully try to get. It's called Royal Hawaiian Plumeria.
Ooh.
Ooh, that sounds
Ooh.
good.
What other
That sounds
exotic
good.
fruits do you have on your in Hawaii Lokomai that we may not know about?
We have pretty much anything grows here.
Uh-huh.
My best friend grows everything. He's got, let's see, well, lychee. We do lychee here like crazy. And those are good. Oh my God, those are so good. Mango, papaya, coconut, dragon fruit. You can actually grow out here pretty easily. Guava.
Doesn't that have a lot of seeds in it?
Oh, dragon fruit? No, it does.
Oh.
It looks like it, but you can eat. Basically, when you get dragon fruit, oh my God, in fact, I have one in my fridge that I finished earlier today. You just peel the outside layer and you can eat everything inside. It's like a mango or something like that. You can just eat most of it inside.
You know, everybody talks about like the fruits and stuff from Hawaii, but nobody ever talks about the vegetables. I guess
That's a
they're
big
not that
thing.
exciting.
No. Unless you like taro and poi, which I'm sorry, poi should be
Okay.
outlawed.
Poi is a required taste. I actually happen to like poi.
I don't know. A lot of my friends do too.
And I know it has a disgusting name, but if I were to ever go to Hawaii, I would have to try a poo-poo platter.
Oh, it's
Just for the
pronounced popo.
experience.
It's
Just the
pronounced popo.
name is like poo-poo platter.
No, it's pronounced popo.
Oh, Popo.
No, it is poo-poo. It is actually
Oh,
poo-poo.
is it? It is.
It is poo-poo. It is poo-poo.
Oh, okay, I
And
thought
it is the
differently.
weirdest thing ever when you first move here and you get used to telling people, okay, oh yeah, come early. We're going to have poo-poos before, okay? You guys have an appetizer. What time appetizers start? On our wedding invites and all, it will say poo-poos with the time. Nothing like
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, poi, they'll put sugar in and stuff. By the way, I just popped it into chat. Please, anyone feel free to come on up. So,
And the only
Yeah.
Hawaiian guy I've ever met, like someone from actual Hawaiian descent in real life, besides movies and stuff.
Yeah.
He owned a sushi restaurant in this small little town that I lived for like 7 years. Their sushi was awesome.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sushi is I got to the mainland and people were like I was in Texas, it's like, oh, you got to come for sushi, and I'm like, no,
The first thing people
no.
ever say that they don't like sushi is, ew, I don't like raw fish, or I don't like fish eggs. I'm like, first of all, it's
Ew.
not caviar. It tastes on sushi on, I mean, fish eggs on sushi tastes like, what is that little tiny seed that they, poppies. It tastes like poppy
Poppy
seeds.
seeds.
It
Oh
does
my
not taste like
gosh.
eggy or fishy. It tastes like, poppy seeds, or the seeds that you get on top of those seed burgers.
Oh,
Oh
okay,
yeah.
sesame
Sesame
seeds or
seeds.
something.
Yeah, sesame seeds.
You know what's great? If you ever have a chance, and now it's not real sweet, but it's very popular out here, is black sesame seed desserts. So you can get like gelato that's black sesame gelato.
Ooh.
Oh, it's so good. But
Ooh,
it's not overly sweet. It's for those people who don't like really sweet stuff. But
yeah.
You
you
know
were
what I
mentioning
miss?
poi.
Do you know what I miss
What do you
from my
miss?
one time in Hawaii? I love Hawaiian shaved ice.
Oh no, that's the best. That is the best. Okay, yeah. Anyone, let me see if I could pull this up.
But
Shaver.
again, I'll kind of real quick make the story short regarding poi.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone is familiar with the history of poi, of why the Hawaiian, the first original pioneers to Hawaii, they used taro root and made poi out of it because back in the early days of civilization, they
Yeah.
had no refrigeration for when they caught their fish and so forth. So they needed something to be able to preserve what they had and what they caught. So they would cover their fish with poi to keep it fresh.
On the
Oh,
mainland, I believe they
smart.
use salt.
That I could see.
Now,
That I could
that's the
see.
thing is, poi has salt in it. Taro root actually has salt in it.
I was going to ask you, because you put up that picture for a second, if you could like put up pictures of poi or these things, because I'm trying
I
to
could do
visualize
that.
what they look
Let me.
like.
Okay,
Okay.
shave ice. People were talking about. Let me pull this up real quick. Okay, so this is Matsumoto shave ice. If anyone comes to Hawaii, you got to go Matsumoto's on the North Shore. So think about shave ice is snow cone, but much finer, almost really like snow. And but what we do is the flavors are like, okay, you can read through this. You've got flavors: sour apple, pina, pickled mango, Green River,
Pickled
Ramune,
mango.
pickled lihing moi, which I have white cake. So you got all these different flavors, but what really makes shave ice is what you put with it. So these extras down here. They'll
I
pour
would go with the
condensed
blue
milk on top.
pineapple.
Okay, what are your
I'll
flavors?
go
Okay.
with that, the coconut, and the mango.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
not
maybe
to
a little
sound
bit of papaya.
and not to sound sexist, but pickled mango sounds like something you get when you like
That's a
you
Filipino
prego.
thing. Pickled mango is going more okay. Filipino, yeah, you actually eat it. Pickled mango out
But
here.
another thing that I love that we can find here in the mainland, and I have a jug of it in my refrigerator, is I love guava juice.
Guava juice is awesome. Guava juice is awesome.
And
AJ,
guava
what three
jelly.
flavors for you? What would you go with?
Okay, I would go with well, I would definitely do coconut because I'm a big fan of the coconut, and possibly I'd have like a virgin pina colada, so I'd probably do coconut and pineapple, and I'd also like get a second one because I'm kind of Miggy. I'd probably do root beer and vanilla.
That could be cool. What about
Yeah,
you,
'cause
panel
that's like-
dude?
I'm just thinking, what? Let's see.
We got the definitions for the things that you guys don't know about. Okay, things like the yuzu. Oh, yuzu is so good, by the way.
Mm.
I'm looking at what Chad is saying. Snowballs in Louisiana. Oh, that sounds good. Hawaiian coffee.
See, I'm looking at the list on the right-hand side, and the rainbow one looks nice.
A rainbow. Yeah, that's their most popular.
Yeah.
I tend to. Whoops, dropping stuff on the ground.
Okay,
Didn't open.
so I kind of grew up kind of like not upper middle class, but like lower middle class. And one thing we used to do when I was a kid was we would get fresh snow, put it in a bowl, and put maple syrup on it.
Okay, my mom used to do that. She told me about.
Mhm.
Yes, my mom mentioned. Okay, this is poi. I'm sorry. To me, it tastes the way it looks.
You know, that looks like yummy. You know that there's a yam called yummy. It's like a Indian yam that's purple.
It
and that's
probably
what that,
is. It's made out of taro root.
and that
taro,
looks exactly like it.
Okay, it could be very, and you actually, it's measured by how thick it is. Is it 1 finger, 2 finger, 3, that type thing? But most people will put sugar in it.
Oh,
So-
kind of like Hawaiian grits.
It's kind of like
But
more
not.
like a gravy. It's kind of more like a thick gravy.
Oh,
It's
so
gross.
like something thicker than a moose. Huh.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, the reason why they put it 1 finger, 2 finger, or 3 finger is how many fingers, because they didn't use spoons. So they would eat it with their fingers.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
if it was really, really thick, you could use 1 finger. But if it was
Oh,
really
so
thin,
instead of
you
saying
would
I
have
put
to-
my foot in it,
Right.
like we say here in
Yes.
ghetto,
Now,
I put
I
my
will
finger
say
in it.
about
Mhm.
Is
Oh,
if
yes.
it's not sweetened, it is a required taste. It kind of has like a more of a bitter taste to it.
Yeah.
But
Pretty.
again,
What's that white stuff? I mean, it looks like it's got like powdered sugar or something on it. It's like
It might be the picture.
yeah.
Because there is nothing white. It is purple to gray. Yeah, gray
Okay.
to purple.
All right.
Okay.
and what they
Yeah.
do is the taro root, as you can see in the top picture, what they do is they mash it and they keep mashing it until it turns like into liquid.
Yep,
I know.
that's
Right.
exactly
I know
it.
it's probably not the same thing, but I'm hearing taro root. Vegan marshmallows have some kind of root in them because they,
Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure. Here, let me
Uh,
pull that open there.
you
Yeah.
know,
What root? I know what you're talking
and it's
about.
supposed to be a thickening agent.
Arrowroot, is it? Hey, Susan. I don't know if it's arrowroot or okay. Google. We need a Google answer. And
What root
Google's
do they
always
put?
helpful.
What root do they put? I know that they used to use actual marshmallow root back in the day, like from actual marshmallows instead of like gelatin and sugar.
Interesting. I've never
Yeah.
been a marshmallow girl. I don't know why. I've just never been a marshmallow girl.
The only
It's the
time
texture.
I ever used to like marshmallows was in my hot cocoa, but then I grew to taste s'mores because I never used to like them as a kid.
Okay.
But one thing I
I'm not-
refused to.
I'm not a s'more person.
But the only thing that I refuse to not like because I just don't like it are those marshmallow chocolates that have a thin layer of chocolate and a whole thing of marshmallow in it.
Oh, like
Ugh.
no, not
That
peeps.
marzipan.
The Christmas type thing. Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I was pissed. I went to Heinen's once and they had chocolate mousse in a glass. I was like, ooh, I get a free glass that I can make my own mousse in because I don't have to throw it away.
Yes.
But it was chocolate mousse, and I was like, ooh. And then I got to the center, I was like, what the fuck? It was freaking marzipan mousse. Sorry about my language.
Weird. I know with me, if it's got to be marshmallows, Lucky Charms. That's the one place
yeah,
I
'cause
love.
I like that
those-
crunchy Yeah, that
Yes.
crunch, man.
Yes.
Marshmallows and cereals got that crunch, and I love that. I think
Yeah.
it's because they're freeze dried. I watch this Bon Appetit show on YouTube because I used to watch it all the
Yes.
time. And one girl would take all this, like the chemical snacks and cereals and stuff and make
Right.
them gourmet. And one time she made Lucky Charms and she freeze dried the marshmallow. and it was it was a
Ah.
meringue, but she like put it in a like a dehydrating freeze dry a dehydrator or whatever it was, and they
Oh.
tasted the same.
Guess what? We got someone backstage.
Oh,
Any
But do you
idea
know
who
what
It
my
is.
favorite? But do you know what my favorite peanut is from
Chat,
Hawaii?
let me know who you think it is while she's talking. What's your favorite peanut from, or did you say peanut?
Yes,
Okay.
the macadamia. You guys
Definitely
have got to
mac
try the Mauna Loa macadamia nut chocolates.
Definitely.
I love those. I also
Okay,
used
Mrs.
some.
P, who do you think we got? It is not Robbie. Sorry about that. Not Robbie. Mrs. P, who? It's a female. Okay, no more guy. Okay, we got to get another girl. Then we can get another guy on board. Okay, we got to keep that going back and forth.
Gotta keep it equal.
Equal representation.
Of course.
I have no idea.
It's an old timer. How's that? God, gosh, girl, I'm looking at you right now, and I'm like, we're old timers. Oh my God.
I was gonna say Robbie too.
I've mentioned her name tonight. Put it that way.
Crystola.
Not Crystola, but you're close. You're close.
Jet's mom.
Not Jet's mom. Up, and she got it, and she got it, even if she had to put Gulf Coast Mama. Hi, Gulf Coast Mama.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
How are
You
y'all?
always good. You always look so good, girl. How good at this time of night?
Now I'm so jealous.
Well, why do you think I'm late? Because I put my ass back together.
My hair
That's
only
why.
looks good in my photograph.
That's the reason why I use an avatar.
Yeah.
There you
What
go.
it look like.
Exactly, panel dude. Exactly.
Yeah. Fun fact about that hairstyle. That night that I curled my hair and was wearing that, it's like a lacy hoodie and stuff. I went to a Cher concert because I won
Oh.
tickets from my local news station to go to a Cher concert.
Fun. I would love to go to a Cher
Yeah.
concert.
So-
That'd be
that
fun.
would be cool.
Yeah. I also went to Alanis Morissette back in last year, September. It was awesome.
Cool.
Garbage
Wow.
was awesome too. I love
Who
me.
would be your dream
Garbage was there?
concert? Garbage.
Garbage was there.
There's garbage at every
Garbage?
one of my
Is
concerts.
that what you said?
that I go
Never
to.
mind.
Uh,
I would love to see garbage.
Everywhere, in fact.
I would love to go to a Spice Girl concert, damn it. I've been wanting to go since
You
I
missed
was
out.
freaking
Yeah.
7 years old when they came out. Ugh.
Now
Yeah.
I wish they
we'll
had
talk about when they
platforms
come.
and for guys back then, because those freaking platform sneakers were the shit.
Yes.
They were.
I wanted them so bad. I was like, ah.
I was called. Well, my I had a
Gold
coach in
Coast
high
Mama, you're muted. I can't hear you.
Nope, I can hear her.
I can hear her.
school.
Try
Okay.
again, GCM.
Oh, I was just gonna say my coach and well, not my coach, my history teacher who was a coach called me
Yeah.
Sporty Spice in high school, and I didn't play sports. I was in theater, but I dressed just like Sporty Spice, and I still do. In case you're wondering, I still wear leggings and like hoodies and like
I could actually see that. I could see it, yeah. Behavior wise, no. But yeah.
if you've seen the activewear like spoof or whatever, activewear. Going grocery shopping in my activewear. That's me. it's a British spoof. It's
Smooth, yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah. No, me, I've got my t-shirts, and if I got my t-shirts, some pants, it doesn't matter. Actually, usually jeans or black leggings. So yeah, pretty boring. So I don't know. I've always thought
Jeans are
Lady
cool.
Gaga would be awesome to see in live.
Yes.
Pink.
Yes.
To see one of
Oh,
Pink's
God,
live.
I saw
Pink
Pink
concert was
live when she
awesome.
first came out. She opened for NSYNC back in the 90s. She
Wow.
was kick ass. This was back when she was R&B, okay?
Ooh,
She
yeah.
and pink hair, man. She was awesome. Her and NSYNC are the only two people I remember from that night. There was another group there, and I know that one of the people played an instrument from NSYNC, played the instrument, but I cannot remember for the fudge of me who the hell that third band was. You know, because
Oh my
they
God.
weren't
Yes.
they weren't pop. They were not pop,
Mhm.
but they obviously weren't good enough for me to remember who the hell they were.
There you go, exactly. Okay,
Yeah.
so Aussie True Crime got
That's
to
really
see
funny.
Pink live.
Yeah.
I look at these people who do singing. You get singers that you go to watch because they just have the vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
you get the singers that put on a performance.
Yes.
And
Yes.
and she's one right up there with that.
Yes.
She
I've
is.
seen Cher twice. Once in 2002. And then
Wow.
once in my adulthood. It was her farewell tour when I first saw her. Okay, it was her first farewell tour.
Wow.
Her first one.
Yeah,
Wow.
my mom
She
used
said,
to
just
get.
kidding.
Yeah. My mom also, with the NSYNC and stuff. My mom used to also. She worked for a wallpaper and accent company, and they would get company seats in the luge. I always mispronounce it. I think it's loge, but I'm
Loge,
calling
loge.
it
So-
loge.
LOJGE?
And I've seen a couple of NSYNC Dixie Chicks back when they were Dixie Chicks before they were the
Be-
Chicks.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. They had
You
a
know,
rebrand.
Before
Yeah.
country music hated them.
Yes. But there's a lot of
Exactly.
90s groups that I wish I could see. Like Jewel, I would love to see in concert. Her first
Jewel.
album, when I was adult, I finally listened to her whole album all the way through, and I went from happy and nostalgia to like crying my eyes out like towards the end of it. I'm like, oh my.
Jewel has an amazing Christmas album. Out of all my favorite Christmas albums, she has one of the best.
Yes.
It's just gorgeous.
Pieces of You still holds a place in my heart. I just can't help it. That was like her OG. I would love to see all the ones I want to see are like ones that I used to listen to when I was a kid, because I was all alternative 90s.
I was alternative 90s too, but I wasn't a kid. I was in high school.
I was born in 1990, so when the Spice Girls came out, I was 7. So that tells you anything. I would want to see Savage Garden. I'd want to see.
Two of my favorite bands.
Sarah Bareilles. I want to see Sarah Bareilles.
The only
band
song.
live.
Yes. Matchbox 20, Hootie and the Blowfish, all that stuff. The only song.
Arena.
Yes. The only song from Sarah Bareilles I know, but I love it because Glee did a cover of that song,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes me think of my high school bully. Is Brave.
Brave. Oh my God, Brave is great. Yes, Fina Amber, look at GC.
You know who I didn't give anything to see
Stage.
again?
Who?
He's gone now, but he's one of my all-time favorite Hawaiian singers of all time, Don Ho.
Oh, yeah.
Don
yeah.
Ho.
Yeah, you got the experience with
Who
her.
was the one? Okay, I knew of a famous Hawaiian singer who was heavyset, and he played a ukulele. Who was that?
Rudda is
Over the rainbow guy?
Kamakaviviole.
Israel.
Yeah, Israel. Brudda is Kamakaviviole.
Yeah.
Oh, he has.
He
There's
was
this
good.
one song that I've done once or twice for karaoke called Hawaii 78.
Uh-huh.
And it is, oh my gosh, it's one of those. It's basically if the Hawaiian people from way back, like the kings and queens, came back and saw the islands now, what
Yeah.
would their emotions be like?
Yeah.
Oh, I break into tears when I
It
listen
was
to that
sad
song.
when Israel died.
Yeah.
He was upset and had a heart condition, but his music, especially Over the Rainbow,
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you know, you just made me think of who I would want to see, but they're very old school. Stevie Nicks or Fleetwood Mac.
Ooh, Stevie Nicks. Yes.
Yeah.
You know, Stevie Nicks, when she was on American Horror Story, that was great. That whole if you watched American Horror Story,
Yes,
that
I
season
have.
Was so
I
much
was
fun.
a fan of American Horror Story. Coven was awesome. And I only liked the second half of Apocalypse because Coven was in Apocalypse. The first half was like, nah.
Yeah,
That's
no, you got
awesome,
some of them are weird for sure. So
Yeah, especially
I
Cult.
went to one Don concert, and I tell you what, that was the best.
Oh,
My
yeah.
dad went to a Dokken concert before I was born. He said He said him and my aunts and uncles smoked weed and did donuts in the parking lot.
Oh my God. So, panel dude, who would you like to see in concert?
Is he back? He said he was
I don't
going.
know. Oh, wait. Yeah, he was going to be back. Sorry.
I was like, he's
Thank
going.
you. Thank you. All of a sudden, I'm like, wait, I want to make sure to keep pulling people
Yeah,
back in
I
and
can't
everything.
think of any more except most of the ones that I would have want to seen are all dead because I was like, again, I was in alternative rock and grunge and stuff. You know, one of the
Yeah.
people I definitely wanted to see was the Cranberries, but Dolores sadly passed away from a heart
Oh.
attack. And one of my favorite songs of all time is Dreams. And I also want to
Oh.
see Two Princes. I mean, not Two Princes,
Oh.
Spin Doctors, because Two Princes is
Oh,
like my
okay.
favorite song.
Yeah.
Spin Doctors is.
Yeah.
See, I was a Duran Duran fan growing up. I was like 80s to the max. Okay, I'm class of '89, so as 80s as you can
B-52s
get.
I want to see. You want to talk about them? I
my
want to see
God,
them. It's their
yes.
farewell tour this year, man.
Yeah. Okay. Amber just hit. I agree. If there's one group I could get to come back, Queen.
Yes.
Even though Adam Lambert does do an amazing job with Queen nowadays, and it's oh my gosh, to have seen the original Queen in concert.
I
Oh.
saw a
Yeah.
video where they did where the guitarist did a like an acoustic version of a song, and Freddie Mercury's hologram was there, and then he did this thing where he basically was kind of like doing emotions, so we'd hold his hand, and I was like crying my eyes out because then I saw him crying and I was crying. It was like,
yes.
oh,
Gosh,
Now,
yeah,
another
no.
concert that I've been to, and again, this is going way back to the early days. This is basically back in my mother's era, but I grew up loving this group's music because I'm a beach gal. My husband and I have actually been to 2 Beach Boy concerts.
Me too. Yes.
They're
was
actually
John
They're actually coming to our state fair this year in September.
Oh, are
Oh,
they?
that's fun.
is John
They have-
Stamos going to perform with them?
Oh my God.
Only
I've
if we're
seen
incredibly
John with them.
lucky.
Yeah,
Only if we're
Yeah.
I've
incredibly
never
lucky.
been there. I've seen them probably 4 or 5. Of course, in Hawaii, they come here all the time, and I've seen them at our show, all these amazing places. But I have not seen them in probably about 6 years. Back in the day, you loved Dr. Hook. Okay, that's coming from Missy. Dr. Hook. I don't know if I know that one.
I don't know that one. I saw Rod Stewart back in the day.
Ooh,
Way back in the
Billy
day.
Joel. I saw Billy Joel when I
was-
lived in Denver.
Billy
My
Joel
mom
played
took me
a
to see
concert
Rod Stewart.
outside because I live near. Okay, I'm not rich, but I live in an apartment that's across the street from our professional baseball stadium.
Okay.
Okay.
And Billy Joel played in concert across the street. And just like a week ago, Elton John played across the street.
That was it. I
I
saw
would
with the
love to
2 of
see
them
Elton
together.
John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd really like to see
Oh.
that.
Billy
Okay.
Joel and Elton John together played. It was
Another
a-
concert that my husband and I have been to is the group that did the original theme song to the movie Grease.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
They were at the local
Loved Olivia Newton-John.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Olivia, and also R.I.P. Anne Hayes. She passed away today.
Yes.
I knew she was in critical condition. I didn't know.
We've
she-
got an echo. Panel dude.
Yeah.
By any
Well,
chance?
she was declared
Okay.
brain dead, and they're only keeping her alive on the machines because of viable organs.
Mhm.
Unfortunately.
That's me, yeah.
Yeah.
I will never forget one night. Oh, we do have an echo, by the way. I'm not sure who it. Okay. Let's see. Actually, no, it's not panel dude.
You won't blame me, but it's not me.
Is it
Yeah,
me?
It's not you.
I hope
it
it's
might
not
be you,
me.
AJ. It might be
I don't
you,
have
AJ.
anything else open.
I'm
Yeah.
okay. Echo, echo, echo.
Here, you know what, AJ? I'm gonna mute you for a second. Let's see if it continues. Okay, I'm talking. Yep, AJ, I think it's you. FYI. So,
I still hear it.
maybe something opened up.
I
I'm one.
Maybe.
Let's see. Let's see if that makes a difference. Can anyone hear it now?
No.
I don't think so.
John,
I
so.
think, but I heard it. I still heard it when you muted AJ.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I don't. I've got
I
my
wonder what's going
buds on. Yeah, because it wasn't there. AJ was talking forever, and it wasn't.
I
there.
have echo cancellation check marked.
Okay.
Okay.
It disappeared.
Yeah, it
Wherever it
wasn't
was,
you.
it disappeared now, so we're good.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
yeah, we're good. We're good. So But yeah, no. Oh gosh, some of the concerts and all that right now are just Olivia Newton-John. I wish I had seen.
Me too, because I loved Grease. I loved, it wasn't Xanadu, but she was in this movie when I was a kid where this little girl, it was a Christmas movie. This little girl didn't have a mom, and she got a wish to wish in a wishing well, and she wished for a mom, and this mannequin came to life, kind of like the movie Mannequin, and it was Olivia Newton-John. And
This
one of the
feels
scenes
like a movie I should see.
Yes, it
Yeah.
does.
One of the scenes I definitely remember from the movie is she did this thing for the little girl because she wanted to make a perfect Christmas for the family, and she found this Christmas tree in this magazine. She wanted to make it. She decided to
Right.
use real candles, and the tree, the tree just
Oh
went.
my
Whoop.
god.
Oh my
I
gosh, so
bet.
cute. So cute.
Whoops.
So panel
cute, the
dude,
tree
what
went up in the air.
concert
Yeah.
was your favorite? What
I
have you
have
ever had a
never-
favorite concert?
I've never been to one.
What?
Oh, this
Never been.
We
I
gotta
went when
get you.
well, according to my father, I went with him when I was 2, but ever since then, I've never been to one.
Oh,
my
do you
goodness.
just not live where they do concerts much?
No, it's just I don't do well in group interactions. So
Mhm.
You know,
That
I
makes
felt the
sense.
same way too because I have a hard time going outside. But when I was at concerts, it was like you just it's like you felt everybody's energy and the music and stuff
Mhm.
like that, and that social awareness just wasn't.
Mhm.
It wasn't like that. You know what I mean? It wasn't like there. You know,
Right.
it's not the same as like going outside and walking around like in a
Uh-huh.
big city and you like run a, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
Oh,
I think
I
it depends
always
where you sit too.
That's what
Yeah.
I always had to be
Areas.
up front. Like I would not go to
Yes.
concerts back in the day if I was not in the front row. Like
Ah.
literally,
Right,
like
right.
in standing, general admission
Right.
standing up against the rail, so that I could just ignore everybody
You could
behind
breathe.
me, and
Yeah.
I
Oh,
did
I
feel like
love
I
that,
had
Mrs. P.
breath in front of me.
That's
Exactly.
it. Yeah. That actually makes total sense. I know when I go to restaurants, I always have to sit with my back to the wall
Mhm.
because if my back is to the crowd, I will literally start
Yeah.
triggering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm the opposite. I put my back to the crowd so I forget they're there, and then I'm fine.
Ah,
Nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, Mrs.
I
P has a
also
lot of-
saw, I don't know if you guys know him. He's a rapper. I saw this guy, and he's been in a few movies, especially with Queen Latifah. I
Mhm.
saw the rapper Common at this place where I live called the Agora. This place in the Jennifer Sewer where I live called the Agora.
Mhm.
He
Okay,
was
Mary
so
Toss is in
close.
trouble.
I felt him sweat, and he stepped on my foot, and it was awesome. And like everything. And he was also
Yeah.
wearing gray sweatpants. If that tells you anything.
That
That's
says it.
funny.
That's it. See, I remember when I was in high school, my dad used to get us tickets, the whole family, to go to see our orchestra, our symphony. So we would go to the symphony, and we had pops, which we go, those were fun. Pops was great. But I used to they'd leave the lights up just a little bit, so they'd be doing classical music, and I'd literally be reading my homework at the same time. So they talk about classical music and stuff like that. I'll never forget sitting there with my books open reading while we have real classical music playing.
I
Oh,
love
that's-
Wow.
classical music. I've always wanted to learn the violin. There's this small channel that's not even a channel, but it's more like advertisements, but I'm subscribed to them. And it's called Electric Violin Company. And
Ooh.
oh my God, their violins are so beautiful.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Between I keep listening to you, watching Mrs. P, and seeing chat, and then I just saw this about Bon Jovi.
And
I've seen Bon Jovi twice.
yes.
That's amazing.
Bon
I'd love
Jovi
to
is
see Bon
awesome.
Jovi. I would love to see
Yes.
that.
Yep, exactly. I agree, Rachel. She's got Mrs. P has a great music collection. It's not
Yeah.
just records. I was going to say records, but no.
I
it's
only have
everything.
4 vinyls right now, but I'm trying to work on collecting vinyls because vinyls are like back. Everybody's like making a vinyl now. You could buy vinyls at Target and Walmart.
It's yeah.
That's my
Yeah,
entire
my
Olivia
teenager
Newton-John
plays violence.
collection.
Okay.
That was
Okay,
my entire
yes.
Olivia Newton-John collection.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is
Holy
big, girl.
crap.
That
was
is
a
big.
lot.
So
That's
that
The
is
only
expensive.
one my parents had, because their music, you know, I was influenced by their music, was the Grease album.
Mm.
Mhm.
got it.
Yeah.
See, I
Most of those-
listen.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was gonna say my parents had me listening to the 50s and 60s girl groups.
You know what? I love
stuff
the
like
Stand
that.
By Me. The soundtrack for the movie Stand By Me was one of my favorite soundtracks growing up. I would listen to it nonstop.
I love
Yeah.
that soundtrack, and I love the movie. You know, I always compared Now and Then as like the female version of Stand By Me.
I love that movie.
Oh,
Now and Then is
yes.
because it's coming of age. It's the female version of Stand By Me. Granted, it's lighter, but it's basically the same thing. It's coming into their own. Because
Right.
Stand By Me is basically about boys going on an adventure, and afterwards
Yeah.
they're changed differently, like becoming a man. Now and Then it's like girls growing into becoming, you know, women. My
Yeah,
favorite character in Now and Then, though, was Christina Ricci, because her character was awesome.
Christina
Okay.
Ricci is
That's-
amazing.
That's what
You said that you
Robbie
like the
says that
original
Amber looks
Grease
One
like.
second,
album?
GCM. 1 second, GCM, and then Mrs. P.
Oh,
Sorry.
I think that's who Robbie says Amber looks like.
Yes, it is. It is totally. Mrs. P, what you got?
How,
I got
double.
4 of these.
she's
Four.
dang. Any of them
Wow.
still in the seal? You could probably get a crap ton of money.
Wow.
Good.
Yep,
They're
totally
actually
right
not in the
now.
plastic anymore, but I've taken really good care of these. So yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm not getting rid of my Grease albums for nothing.
No, not at all. Oh my gosh, Grease, Xanadu,
Yeah.
Sound of Music. Those were my 3 soundtracks growing
I
up
love
from
the
school,
Sound of
from
Music.
TV.
And
In
I know
movies.
it's unpopular opinion, but I freaking love Grease too.
Mhm.
It
I've
wasn't
never
bad.
seen
It
it.
wasn't
It wasn't
bad.
bad.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
Grease
I
2,
loved
they
it.
ruined
I
the
loved
entire story plot. When they did Grease 2, they ruined the entire story plot.
Mrs. P has an opinion on this one, if you don't know.
It's okay.
I love it. I love it.
Hey, I'm a Batman fan, and some people like Zack Snyder's Batman, and I'm like, ugh.
Mm-mm.
Who?
Shut up. Zack Snyder, he did the
Oh.
cut, and I'm like, oh my god,
Oh,
shut
yeah.
up.
Now, who is the
Also-
original Batman?
Yeah, also, I don't like Batfleck because I don't like
Michael Keaton?
Ben
No,
Affleck. I
back in the
never
day.
liked him. I'm a
Michael
fan of
Keaton.
Kevin Smith, and I can't stand him. I mean, it's
You
not
like
like
Kevin
he's
Smith?
acting. What?
You like Kevin Smith?
Yes.
Me too. Oh my god. All
Love
of
it. I
Kevin
love
Smith. All of it.
You know,
Clerks
I have
and
seen
Mallrats
all his
and
movies.
Chasing
Can't
Amy
wait till
and Dogma.
Clerks 3.
You know what?
Yeah.
I love the Michael Keaton Batman. I loved it with the Joker. Oh, Jack Nicholson. Oh my
And
god, I
if-
love that. Prince
I just
music.
hope that Ezra Miller just gets locked in a room somewhere and shuts the hell up so this movie doesn't get canceled, because
Right.
I know he did some shitty, creepy.
Oh,
Stop,
Bye
but-
Bye Birdie. That was another.
I
good
want to see Michael Keaton as Batman. Damn it! They already canceled Batgirl, so we had 3 chances to see him:
Yeah.
Aquaman, Batgirl, and The Flash.
They need to focus on whether it be Catwoman, Batgirl, whatever. They always kind of gloss over that character. They
My
really
husband
don't
has
give
all
her
the
anything.
Marvel comic movies. My husband
Yes.
has all the original Batman movies and all the Marvel comic movies.
Yeah.
I love.
I think I've
I
said something
love
before
Beverly.
here. When we lived in Europe, I lived in Germany for a while, and we drive by on the way home a castle, and my brother seriously thought that was Batman's castle. We
Oh
go
my
like,
God, that's-
Batman's castle, Batman's castle. So yeah, nope, exactly.
Wayne
Batman's
Manor.
castle. Wayne Manor.
I would
exactly.
love to own that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Oh yes, totally.
This is totally back to the Kevin Smith thing, but I'm always like, I'm not even supposed to be here today. Nobody gets it. Nobody. And I'm
I
like,
do.
this is
I
not-
do.
Yeah,
I
it's like
do.
AJ, you'll get it.
Yes, I love it. I love all his movies except for Jersey Girl.
Yeah, that honestly.
Yeah,
Same.
I
It's not
love
that
all
good.
his movies. Oh wait, I gotta add another one to it because it freaking gave me cringes, and every time I think about it, I'm just brought back to the trauma of it. Tusk. That's another one.
I
Tusk.
never watched that one. I didn't watch that one. Is that the one with Johnny Depp? Is
No,
Johnny Depp in that one?
no,
but
no.
it
Tusk,
is-
that's Yoga Hosers.
Oh, okay, I haven't seen that one either.
Okay, don't watch Tusk unless
Okay.
you want a
Hard.
permanent image planted into your
Yes.
brain.
Okay.
No. Mm-mm.
Guess who we
Good to
got
know.
backstage,
Oh,
gang?
good to know.
I got someone else backstage.
Male or female?
Who y'all guys think it is?
Male or female?
Give us clues.
No.
Male,
Did someone
female, or
mention her
mineral?
name? Oh, male or female? Male. Female. Sorry, girl.
Ah, right.
Sorry.
I'm like male, female, male. Blah, 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 blah.
That's not
I
a
don't
clue.
know what I'm saying.
That's not a clue.
And I've talked about her already once today. We mentioned her name, and it wasn't her earlier.
Robbie, hi.
No, it's not Robbie High either.
That's mom.
No, I'm saying Robbie, hi.
It is Miss Jet's mom, who's now this mom, our mom, everyone's mom, Jet's
Wait,
mom.
where is it? There we
Did I
go.
grow? I was curious. Did I grow a wiener all of a sudden? I'm like,
Hello?
Oh, I'm like, oh, she's
I gotta take a look. I need a mirror.
By the way,
going on?
Hawaii. You know that one Hawaiian restaurant you found for me out here in my area?
Yes, L&L Drive-In.
There
Did you
is
make it?
another one.
See? Oh,
Oh,
Coolie Coolie.
Hawaii.
Island Stop. Oh, it's a food court.
Buddy.
I have cart. Food carts
I
are,
like
oh
your
my God, I love food
hair.
carts. How are you, Miss
That's
This
fun.
Mom?
This mom is, I have a middle schooler.
I know. Are you crying? Did you cry?
No, well, I let him stay home with me today.
I mean, I don't blame you.
Oh.
Aw.
I'd like to keep home my junior for the next 2 years, and then she can't get into college, and then she can't leave. So
See,
And
that's
one
what
way
if
to
they
do
miss
it.
enough days, they have to hold back and repeat the year.
no, they don't
That
hold
works.
kids back anymore.
No,
You're
they got
kidding
rid
me.
of that rule like years ago, didn't they?
It's really
Mhm.
weird. It's
Yeah.
like it doesn't really matter. They're gonna push everybody through. This
Oh,
is-
because of that
Wow.
child left behind law.
Mhm. I think
They
so.
were-
I don't know
Yeah.
why, but they don't.
I mean,
That's
they should.
amazing
I mean,
to me.
the thing is, I mean, honestly, my kid, there were I could say 2 points where if I would have held him back that 1 year,
Uh-huh.
that we would have got him caught up, and so then he'd be like way ahead.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's,
Well,
my thing is like I still have a little boy, and I actually for any men on the panel or in chat, and I know Robbie's mentioned in the past that he was a little teeny little dude back in the day, and then he got to my height, which is tall.
I love it. I love it.
You know, like
It makes a difference.
well, he's my kid is still like he's still little. And
What? When's his birthday? If you mind me, not the date, but what month?
It's February, so it's that weird spot where you're like,
Mhm.
you can't
That's where
hold
my brother was.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what?
My
You
kid's
know,
at the end of January.
kids
One
like
my-
that, especially in middle school, they're gonna be, little. But then overnight, he's gonna like shoot up, and you're gonna be like, "What the hell?"
Well, I
Adrian
remember.
Wyatt Sweetheart, like he's tall. He's 5'3" already. He's taller
It's
than
the
my
emotion.
best Filipino friend.
He's taller than me.
Like, he's
Exactly, girl.
My mom
No, but
loved
it
my
makes a
middle.
difference. I remember my brother was in December, so he was definitely like the youngest of his class all the time, and he kept passing from grade to grade. But
Mhm.
my parents, we were military, so when we went from one state to another, they said, "You know what? We're going to keep you back and have you repeat. You could have gone on, but we want you emotionally to get into the same level." Best
Right.
thing they ever did
Yeah.
was
So
just
I was held back. This is my son's so funny. Like we're driving home like from the first day of junior high.
Mhm.
He's like,
right.
"How many times did you take kindergarten?" And I was like, "I know you know the answer, dude. Like twice."
Yeah.
So my mom loves the story. Then when I went to first grade, I was like, with the first day of first grade, I was like, "Mom, do I have to do kindergarten again?"
Oh,
Even though I
That's
knew
so
there was
bad.
answer. I was just being a little extra dramatic.
Yeah.
Right, of
Well, it's
course.
fine.
Yeah.
We kept my December kid back in.
I'm
3
an
weeks.
October baby. I'm October.
October.
I've got
Me
an
too.
October, I've got a
My
December, and a
birthday's
January. So
Monday.
they're
Yeah.
all in that.
They're all
I don't
at that
have any.
age.
I don't have any kids, but my sister made a personal choice, both with her spiritual beliefs and with the state of how public schools are now, to keep her kids homeschooled.
Yeah.
And
know
she's
a
like,
lot
it's
of
the
people who
best
do
thing
that.
ever. Their
Yeah.
IQs are like through the roof.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
my kid's
Yeah.
IQ is fine,
Yeah.
but like academically, I'm like, dude, like,
We thought about doing a
jazz.
community homeschool where it was like there was
Oh,
a teacher, but they were technically all classified as homeschool, but it's like a small group.
yeah. That's
But they went to a home and
Yeah.
so like I wouldn't have to actually be the one teaching her. That was back when she was
Okay.
dancing 25 hours a week.
Oh, right.
But we ultimately didn't do it, and I'm glad. But
Yeah,
we
I know. I
did
went to
consider
private
it.
school. I went to private school mainly because my parents were like, we moved from place to place and we saw enough bad public schools. But I
Right.
see my cousins one of my cousins chose to homeschool. And they've got kids who literally are like sophomore who should be at college now because they're so smart on it. Now, yes, you do have a social side of it. So
Mhm.
yeah, they might have the smartness to do it, but do they have the emotional side? And yeah.
That's why
no,
we didn't
Capono.
put my.
Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah, C&K.
That's
Tomorrow
ultimately why we
is-
didn't do the
Tomorrow would have been
homeschooling
his
group.
birthday.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
my
C&K.
My kid was like,
Mine-
"No, I don't want to leave my friends." I'm like,
my
Yeah.
nieces and nephews, because of the living situation they're in, and like I said, my sisters believe they have a small knit community with their church and with schools and stuff. So my nieces and nephews are very, very social,
See,
very, very social.
yeah.
Well, and see, this is the thing. So, the people that don't know, if it's okay, look at my may I share a bit of
Yeah.
our story.
Yes, go for it.
So, yeah, this may take a little. It's give me like 2 minutes. I'll break it down fast.
You've got the mic. You've got the mic, girl.
My son was like super like born like late, and like he popped right out of me. I saved his cord blood because something told me I needed to,
You needed to.
and there was like a message. And the weird thing, I was really afraid of like certain things at birth, like during pregnancy. I was afraid of these things, even though I never even researched them or looked into it. But I had this like instinctual like fear of things, and so I chose to make certain medical decisions when he was born, and basically to like prevent him from what I was afraid of. Well, it turns out like my husband and I, he's now my husband, but at the time he was an asshole, but I think he's an asshole most of the time still. Was hi, welcome to married life. It's basically one of those things where, we just decided we separated. So I got scared. I was told by a doctor that if I didn't make this medical decision, that my kid would end up with measles because people from China have measles. And so I made this medical decision, and thus moving forward, within 2 years, my son's diagnosed with autism. And it was devastating. But I had saved that cord blood. And I was very blessed. I found the miracle. I got him in this study at Duke University. And there's a whole story behind that. I will share it some other point. And it worked. And so basically what it looked like from my perspective was my kid went from having, like a basic 2-year-old dialogue to, like ball, mom. He was a little bit like, he wasn't like putting the words together, but I understood him.
Right.
And it went from all actual communication to ma, not even mama, not even dada. It went from ma, da, no. He screamed all the time, non-stopping, and he didn't sleep. And it was the weirdest thing. Like he would just bolt. We're talking in front of he would just bolt. It was the weirdest thing. It was the weird, and this is probably a 1.5 actually.
Mhm.
And then so by 6 months later, he is diagnosed. And I am not saying that autism is caused by this.
Right.
It is, in my humble opinion, autism is a scapegoat diagnosis that they're hiding a lot of things inside because of the spectrum. You don't have a spectrum this large for a diagnosis like this, so they're never going to have an answer. They're hiding what took place with my child within this easily because I saw it firsthand. And then
Right.
here's the best part of it. So I saved that cord blood. I got him into the study. You know, the study worked because I kept in touch with all the parents. There were only 30 of us,
Right.
and it's ridiculously amazing that I got into the study. I mean, we're talking 1 in 200 people were turned down. I mean, everybody was
Wow.
Was this study through Autism Speaks?
No, fuck them.
Okay, thank God.
All right.
Yes. Yeah. No, you know what oh no, finish up. Yeah, no worry.
Oh yeah,
no
no.
worry.
So basically,
Yeah.
what it comes down to, so we went through this hard day yesterday, and as a mother, or anybody who loves kids, period, you feel their pain. Like if you're in tune with that child, you feel their pain like in your freaking soul.
Mhm.
You feel that pain,
Right.
and so I'm sitting there and I'm feeling this and I'm feeling this. So we go to basketball last night, and I could tell something was wrong, but he's not talking to me because he doesn't want to disappoint me.
Right.
He doesn't want me to hurt.
Yeah.
That's
And-
what kids are. Yep.
He goes to bed. He works out. He just worked his little butt off. He worked his. He just got incredibly strong, and like he worked out really, really hard. And so suddenly we get in the car, and I asked him. I said, "Hey, you ready to talk?" And the tears just started falling.
Aw.
And it was that thing, and it was like, like my heart melt. I mean, I'm just like,
You knew. Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
all I could say was like, I got your back. I got your back.
Mhm.
I got your back. You got this. We have to just, take some time. It's going to be okay. I said, I'm guarantee you a lot of kids feel just like you do right now.
Right.
Everybody's, it's just so
Everybody's-
different.
And
Mhm.
that's it.
But that wasn't even, I looked at it. He goes, Mom, I'm not like these kids. I don't like boys or girls.
Right.
I'm not there
Right.
yet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet. He's like, Mom, I'm not. I want to play on the playground.
Right.
And like, where's
Right.
he's
Yeah.
like, where's my bark box? Like,
Right.
That switch
Yeah.
over. Yeah. That
Right.
switch over. And
Aw.
if they're not ready,
It's-
and all with that. So,
Yeah.
the cord blood.
But
Yeah.
he is. I'm very blessed. I do see now. I had a memory show up on Facebook.
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't know if you guys saw that. It was really funny. It was
I did.
It was a cute little weird fur bitch with me and my kid.
Yeah.
He was about 6, and so mind you, like he only had been speaking again for like a couple years. Like so, he's like having this crazy dialogue with me
Mhm.
and about like Halloween, and he wanted to be Jesus and like Iron Man, and like I don't know. Anyway. But he didn't want to wear a dress, and like he just wanted
Yes.
the tea thing, the tea thing.
So funny. Well, no, I remember it. The whole idea of cord blood, when I was trying to get pregnant for those years, well, I had actually made the decision. I was saving cord blood. I was seeing so much, and it's one of those things you only have one chance at it. Even if you don't think it's going to work, you're going to do it
Every
at this point in my
doctor
thought.
is done differently too.
Yeah,
Can I ask a question?
I did not
I'm
do it.
female.
I didn't have the money.
yeah, AJ.
Is cord blood the same thing as stem cells or no?
Mhm.
Exactly it.
Okay.
It is, but it costs money.
Basically, yeah, that when you're born, you have your
It's
umbilical
expensive.
cord.
Yeah.
And the main way they go about, once they cut it, they can actually get the blood out of that, and then they can spin things down if they need
Yeah.
to, do whatever they need.
Mm.
And this was literally probably about 15, 20 years ago when I was trying.
Mhm.
And I was starting to read about all the stuff, and I'm like, you know what? If I'm lucky enough to get pregnant, this is something I got to, it's going to cost money, but what's the difference? I buy life insurance for myself.
I think it cost me $3,000.
See?
It was I never I would always wanted to. I never had like I mean I was on Medicaid when I had my first.
Right.
Right.
So
well,
there's like no way
You
I
do
was
within your limits. Right.
affording
Exactly.
cord blood.
but by the time we had Jet, though, they have like payment plans and stuff, and
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
See, she's 16 now, so
Oh yeah.
It was-
Yeah.
we
Exactly.
still have, the capture that we got. Like, this is interesting too. So, like I said, like most people were turned down from the study,
mhm.
Right.
because of the actual capture itself.
Yeah.
And even how I found out about this is remarkable. Like this, God was working literally through me through this entire experience. So
Mhm.
whatever you want to call it, universe, God, this is part of our journey, and this is why I will share our testimony with every person out there. And mind you, guys, I am not anti-vaccine. I want everybody to be able to have. I do believe in parental choice. And I do believe that we have choices over our own bodies that the government should have no control of.
Yeah.
And period. Like I think it's very wrong for the government to take control over our bodies and what we choose to do with them.
Yeah.
Whatever it be.
Yeah. It is something new. Like Missy was saying, it wasn't offered when she did it.
It was
And-
new when I had my oldest, and
Yeah.
Isn't she a junior now?
yeah, that's what I said. Like I just want to tell her she can't go to school for the next 2 years.
It's
She can't go to
so-
college,
Oh,
and she wants to rush for sorority. Thank you,
Okay,
Bama
yay,
Rush Talk.
yay.
If
Thank
she
you.
rushes my sorority, I will totally show up.
There you go.
Well, I'll have to get her, because she's gonna. I was not a sorority girl. That was not my
I never
thing.
did sorority either.
But
Either
way,
I don't know
I
if
did.
anybody's on TikTok, but like Bama
Never
Rush
was.
Talk is a huge thing, and
Oh.
it's totally taken over her. Like
Uh-oh.
she's
Oh,
like, I'm
yeah.
gonna do it, but she's not a sorority girl either.
No, don't do it. I recommend not to.
I stay away from TikTok for many reasons. No.
I love TikTok.
Yeah, she loves TikTok. I enjoy TikTok when I get in.
I
You
have
talk
a TikTok
about people
community.
getting
and I have this
older, though.
community.
I will never. My niece moved to the mainland. She moved from Hawaii all the way to New York. I mean, how much
Yeah.
further away can you get and stay in the U.S.?
Mhm.
And she went to go meet with this boyfriend at the time. They broke up, and I'm like, okay, we're back to normal life. No, she's been dating someone for almost a year, and they're starting to talk about wedding. Now,
See?
that is an eye-opener when you
Yeah.
start realizing that you might have kids in that. No. Will you, Cassie?
She's quiet. Doggy.
She wants
She's
to have her
literally
input.
staring at me like, but no.
But no, yeah, we've got to go start looking at colleges. Like she's like, Mom, when are we
Yeah.
gonna go to our first college tour? And I'm like, never.
Do your college summer trip. The college summer trip. See how it goes.
We've got to go. I've got to start planning this stuff out. And I put on, huh? I put on
She's like,
Facebook. I was like, look, this year I have never cried. I didn't cry when she went to kindergarten. I didn't cry when she went to middle school. I didn't cry any. I'm not a crier over milestones. I'm just not that mom. I cried this week when she started junior year, and I just started thinking about the fact that she's going to go through senior year next year and then go off to college. Next year, I'm just going to take a whole day off. The first day of school, I'm not going to do anything.
Well,
You need me, I'll be in my room.
it does make sense. I mean, for like 9 to 10 months or less, because I don't know what kind of pregnancy you had. She was like a part of you. She was in your body, and she was this little thing, And then it goes from being that little thing in your arms, laying in that hospital bed,
and she's the oldest of
to
all
like
of them.
waving bye to you going off to college. I mean, come on now.
Well, not only that, she wants to go to college like really far away. She doesn't have I'm like,
Send
why
her to
can't you
That's
Utah.
go?
She's
reminding me
got
of
Auntie
my big
Loco
fat
and you
Greek
wait.
wedding too.
I'm like, why can't you go to college in Florida? What's wrong?
Yep.
We
We
got
have lots of Florida colleges.
in Nevada.
Yep.
That's
That's it. She's yeah.
Got you,
What
girl.
she want to what does she want to do for bachelor's so far?
Okay, so her whole life I've been preparing for her to get a BFA in musical theater. and go to Broadway. And now all
Yeah.
of a sudden this summer, she has decided that she wants to go into criminology.
Okay, interesting.
Oh, that's
So I'm like,
interesting.
but we can still audition. I'm like, you can still audition for colleges. Just
No,
in
but
case
you
you
know
change
what's
your mind
great
again.
with it? What is great though is she can always do theater on the side.
Well, she told
Yeah.
me, she goes, I don't need a theater degree to go be on Broadway, Mom. They're not going to care if I have a BFA. And I
That's
was
true.
like,
That's true.
okay, good point.
It's true. I hate to say it. It is. Now, it gives her the connections to get to Broadway quicker.
Yes. So
Exactly.
for example, do not do a sorority.
Yeah, I agree. I would not do sorority either for that.
Oh, hi, Jet. Do you want to say hi?
Hi.
I think she just wants the whole college experience. I think she just
Yes.
wants the whole round. She wants to live in the
Hey,
dorms. She wants to not be near home. She wants
Right.
to be in a sorority. She
You
just
want to
wants
know though
all
what
of it.
happens here in Hawaii? And Jet's mom might know a little bit this too. Everyone, all my friends, when we graduated, I'd say about 80% of all my friends went to the mainland because they
Yeah.
had to get as far away from Hawaii as possible.
2 years.
Within
Mhm.
1 year, they were back to the
Yeah,
University of Hawaii.
everybody.
Yeah.
Every single one of us.
Does the University of
And-
Hawaii have a criminology program? I'll send it over to you.
Yeah, they do. Okay.
I'll be
Hey,
like, go stay
she'd
with
have
near
somewhere
my
to come on
friend.
any holiday that she can't come home. Okay.
Right, exactly. I would just send you over there like only once a week. I'd be
Yeah.
like, just go spy on her for me.
Just
once a
exactly.
week.
Exactly. It works. It works. Oh,
This
trust
is
me, it's hard. Yeah.
this is so reminding me of My Big Fat Greek Wedding too.
I have not.
Oh,
When their
yeah.
daughter died. You know, there's a third one coming out.
I need to see
Really?
the first
Yes,
two.
a
I guess.
third My Big
They're
Fat
good.
Greek. Yes.
They are
I got
good.
dragged
Mom
to see
and
the
I-
second.
Oh God. I need to show my mom the second. We've been watching ever since Mom got hurt. I've really made a point of spending every night watching TV with her.
Yeah.
I'm so missing this. This is what Jet and I do.
I'm loving it.
We watch
Oh,
all these great movies.
yeah.
All these movies.
It's great.
We watch.
It is so much fun. We're watching Riverdale right now. I didn't know there were 6 more episodes. Just came out last week, I think.
Yeah.
Really?
What
I thought
season
that show
are you
was-
on?
I thought
What
that
season
show
are
I
you
thought
on?
it was over. I
Me
thought
too.
the whole season, but maybe it's Sabrina I'm thinking about that was over.
Are you like
Oh,
caught
yeah,
up?
Sabrina was cancelled.
I
Yes.
was. Yeah,
I
Sabrina
didn't like
was
the new
canceled.
Sabrina. Not Melissa Joan Hart. Not
I mean,
Sabrina.
They,
That's how I felt. That's how I felt about the
yeah,
Sabrina.
but they were going in a different direction with it all, so
Yeah, the direction was stupid.
Yeah.
And these kept changing. Sabrina kind of progressively got further and further away.
She was just
from
an
everything.
evil, creepy bitch, and I'm like, nope.
but they were trying to keep
It
to
got really
the
dark.
Archie comics. Is it the Archie?
The gruesome tales of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, not
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
actual Archie
the-
comics.
Yeah.
Oh right, so
Yeah.
yeah, because there's the gruesome one, and then there's yeah.
I'm 2 years behind on
Lonnie,
Riverdale.
I don't think you upset anyone whatsoever.
Oh,
I didn't
no.
see anything that upset me. So
Oh, I didn't
if you
see
upset
anything.
anyone, their issue. And you're good,
Yeah.
girl. You're good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I haven't been watching comments. I apologize.
Yes.
I keep on looking, and
Jet's
then
mom.
I was just watching
Okay.
sorry, I'll shut
Let's
up.
go. This Jet's mom, and then AJ. And sorry, we're getting to that time where I gotta do an order.
Yeah.
It's about that time. Sorry.
keep us in order.
Yes.
But
I
Mom,
don't know who Panel Dude is.
Oh, you've never met Panel Dude. I love Panel Dude. Panel
Wait,
Dude
wait,
has
wait.
an awesome channel.
We've met though, but I don't know you.
Oh.
what would you
Same.
like to know?
Well, I can tell you are of a Commonwealth accent.
I have a what now?
Commonwealth accent.
I'm from
So
the
you're
UK.
like UK,
Yep.
English, like Canadian. I mean, I was gonna go with UK, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I know. I don't know you very well. Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi. I mean,
Hi.
you guys can ask me anything.
Yes.
Oh,
I
God,
like
I'm
it.
Is
gonna
it
be
really
part of
hot over there right now?
Yes, I'm dying.
Everybody on TikTok that's British is complaining about that they're melting.
Yeah, I mean, it is really warm because we're not used to it. So
Mhm.
it's one of those where we get summer for about 2 weeks a year,
Mhm.
and then it disappears, and we're back to cold, rainy weather. But it's been non-stop for days, weeks.
Right.
But like, what is hot? Like, that's what I want to know. Like,
That'd be
I keep seeing that they're all like miserable, but like, what is the temperature? What's the actual
Well,
I
temperature?
know
Okay,
it's
so-
Celsius.
We're in Celsius, so I think
I'll convert it.
I can
well,
convert
there you
it. I've got it
okay.
open.
If we go higher than 25 degrees,
It's like
it's like boiling for somebody like me.
Okay.
You're kidding me. That's 77 degrees.
Yeah, because we're not used to.
No, it was 83 to here today, and I walked out, and it was like, it is fall. It is fall
Yeah, see
in
that's
Florida.
like
you also live
Oh.
in like humid central.
yeah, it's the humidity is.
Ours
It's not
is
the,
too.
it's
Humidity
not the
makes the
heat.
difference.
I
it's
have
the
a dry
humidity of
heat.
it.
Very dry heat here.
Oh, see, I live in
Ah.
100% humidity.
Yes,
So
you
glad
do.
your
Yeah.
is not chilly.
Oh,
I live with the lake effect, so humid here.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. By the way, I did want to say this because you kind of brought it up, Jets Mom, that we kind of know each other but don't know because we're all from different
Yeah.
communities now. And like right now, Celie just walked in. That's from the Sing community side, which I'm so
cool.
excited as I start seeing all of these groups coming together. And everyone, because I know everyone here and I love them, and now everyone's getting to know each other. So yeah, so it's awesome.
And I'm just north of Jet's mom.
Yeah.
And it's
No,
very
okay, well.
warm up here.
I think I'm my own little community because
Right.
I'm not really drama. I'm not crime. The only crime I was ever interested in was because she was basically my same age as John Benet Ramsey. I
Ah.
jumped from like art to old school YouTube to this one guy who makes clothes for dolls that look like actual real human clothes, and it looks freaking amazing.
That
And
sounds
Okay.
cool.
That sounds
like,
cool.
like I'm all over the place. You know what I mean?
See,
And
We
I'm like,
should-
I mean,
And-
yeah. I was just gonna say, if you look at my algorithm of my homepage, it's like gaming, true. Well, not necessarily true crime, but there's gaming.
Right.
There's some drama here and there, or like it's just
Yeah.
all over the place. And I'm like,
Got connected to Locomotive Robbie.
I
Yeah.
love the voices in Robbie's head.
I
By the way.
know. I'm like, hey, now that sounds like the best community I know yet. The voices in our head.
I really think we start a new
I
channel
was
called
going to ask you real quick, AJ, whereabouts are you at? Are you Midwest?
I'm I'll just say I'm Ohio.
Okay.
I'm
And I
Ohio.
are you and I are neighbors. I grew up in Indiana for 3 years.
Yeah.
Okay, got
I've
it.
drove through Indiana, and I
Oh,
was
God.
like, it was like a house every 16 miles. And my first thought,
Wow.
not to be gross, was like, I guarantee that in the newspaper there is like a meth explosion every day.
Oh no,
Because
no,
it's
no,
so
no.
openly
So-
wild. Like there's nobody in Indiana.
Boy, I'm from
How is
Alabama
Yeah, okay.
originally. I
I have to
understand.
say this.
All
I went.
over.
Oh yes, yeah. I went into another Discord right after the mental health live, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, we were talking about Ariel turning into sea foam and all that." And I was like, "Wait, I need to read my chat more often."
Oh,
Was
that
my
you know
chat-
why? You know why that was brought up? That was brought up because you were talking about in your video about girls believing in fairy tales and like believing in this fairy tale. Well, those actual fairy tales aren't like the Disney ones y'all grew up with. They're
are
actually
not.
pretty dark. Ariel is in love with Eric. He falls in love with this other chick. He leaves her. She cries. She turns into sea foam. And
Yep.
her walking as a human is like walking on glass. And all these other fairy tales are dark. Yeah.
Mhm.
Anderson, like everything he wrote. is
Yes.
Did anybody watch?
F.
Did anybody watch the Hans Christian Andersen movie when they were young in the 80s
No.
or early 90s?
I think
And there
so.
was a song. Oh my god! And he sang the song about the inchworm. Anyway.
Oh my God.
No, I remember.
Oh, really,
I don't-
Amber?
I don't.
Anyway, I'm Hans Christian Andersen. Anyway,
You know,
No.
I
My
recognize
favorite
that
movie.
song.
When
Now.
I was a kid, I was
recognize that
obsessed.
song.
Yes, but I apologize for for triggering the ladies in your Discord, Local Mile. Sorry.
It wasn't mine. It was someone else's. But when all of a sudden, I'm hearing a bunch of people just got an Amber Alert out of Vegas. I'm pulling the stuff up real quick if you guys don't mind. But
by the
there's
way,
been
the
a lot
girl
lately.
in Tahoe
do you
is
guys
like-
not get Amber Alerts every day?
County.
Is that not a thing where y'all are at? No. We get
I've
Amber
never
Alerts
had
every
an
day.
Amber Alert in Hawaii. I've never gotten a single Amber Alert from Hawaii. So
The girl in
Yeah.
Tahoe
Well,
is like that station's
Again,
like
like I told you the other day in
Yes,
message that
Jet's mom.
when
Yes.
Lycan brought out that Amber Alert, I thought, ding, 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 contact Locomai. Contact
You were the
Locomai.
bomb, girl. You were the bomb. You got to see info quickly. I'm looking. But yeah, no, that girl, you got it, Jet's mom. Yeah, that right now. Oh my gosh, that whole story is everywhere.
I
Amber
need to look
Alerts.
it
Here
up
we
and see
go.
what's going on.
I'm doing that too right now. So, of course, I'm going slow. Just came 5 minutes ago. Yeah, it's funny. Okay, let me ask you guys, because I've got a couple American people. I don't know if Britain has Amber or something kind of like an Amber Alert.
Sort
But
of.
how many do you guys get in a month? Put it that way.
Not that
lot.
many. Not that many here in the UK. But like
Okay.
I say, we're getting weather warnings now because it's way too warm.
Got it. Okay, interesting. The Amber Alert right now is not showing up on the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children yet. I've been checking that, so
Oh,
Still
different
looking.
alert.
yeah. So yeah, Hawaii,
Right, I can't
interesting.
find it right now.
Okay, Veritas is saying 2 to 3 a month. When I was in Texas, they were coming like they're really
Yeah,
coming out there.
we get them a lot. That's what
Oh,
I say. Like,
Katie,
nobody
you
pays
didn't get
attention to
many.
them.
Maybe it's just the San Antonio area got so many, or maybe I'm just not used to a lot of them happening.
When
That
we get
way.
them, we get them all over Florida. Like, I will literally get Amber Alerts from down in Miami, and I'm 12, 14 hours away from Miami. By the way, Florida's a really big state. But
Yeah,
Out in
Katie-
Oregon, we get maybe 1 or 2 a month.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. See, every time I go to Texas, we almost always, no fail, get at least one. And in fact, 2 times ago I was there were 3 different Amber Alerts in the 2 weeks I was there. So I don't know what.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything on this Amber Alert right now. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, since we got a
Let me see if
combo
I
of
can
everyone
just
here.
Google it.
here. I mean, a couple. But then, I mean, it's weird
Chevy
because
truck.
everybody's
Yeah.
devices go off when it happens. So
Yes.
it's very interesting in that sense that, like, I mean, every device goes off, like your tablet, you know, everything goes off.
Right.
You know-
You know what? Okay, go for it. I think that was AJ.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I've had my phone for like months now, and I have not gotten any Amber Alerts. I don't know if I have it set up that way
Check
or
your
what.
setting. It should
Yeah.
be set that you get them automatically and then you can opt out.
Yeah,
But it's possible. I remember when we were doing our last show, my director was like, we can't use phones during the show because people's phones are going to go off. And I'm like, no, we can delete we can have it where they do not disturb. And but Amber Alerts would go through, but they're going to go off no matter what. Everyone's in the whole place. My question is this, okay?
and weather.
Those of you who've dealt with Amber Alerts and missing, we talk about this all the time. The Amber Alert system works many times, but there's a lot of people who are not covered by the Amber Alert system. Okay,
Right.
teenage runaways, elderly people, even kids who have gone. Monkey went missing and never got an Amber Alert.
You have to have a license plate. You have to know the vehicle with the license plate. Otherwise, you're not going to. And they have to. I think that's there's more. Is that the only requirement? I feel like there's more
Each
requirements.
state.
referring to there was something weird where, like, they didn't put the Amber Alert out
Mhm.
because the assumption, I can't remember what it was. It was recent though, right? I mean, GCM. I think it was like
Mhm.
it was weird. It was like you're like, why didn't you put the Amber? I mean, I think strategically, I don't care if you are a child or I mean, really,
Right.
it should just be doing this naturally.
Right.
They've got a lot of rules for it
Yeah.
to qualify for an Amber Alert. I want to
And
say they
each
also
state
have
is
to know
different.
who.
Yeah,
By
They
the
want
way,
to know who it's with.
By the way,
will
I did just one second. Wanted to address one thing. I just realized poor panel dude, an Amber Alert is totally different for them there. An Amber
really?
Alert is actually a heat alert for them.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
So that's the reason why I started talking about the weather and stuff. I was like, oh,
Yes.
Yes.
I
Okay.
just
Oh wow, yeah, no, it's our missing children's.
I
or
will
kidnapped
say
children's.
in our state for like missing teenagers and all that stuff, you all know about the 3 women who were found missing and were missing for 10 years here, right? It was like a case that
Yes.
was like huge.
Yes. Oh my God, yes.
Now Amanda Berry hosts this mini show on Fox 8. She was one of the victims,
Mhm.
for
Right.
missing girls and kids and stuff, and they include teenagers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And she like describes what cars they were in, what they were wearing, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michelle Knight, Amanda Berry, and Gina De Jesus. I remember Gina before
Rosamund, thank you.
that happened because she was around my age when she went missing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know part of the problem people have is they want to make this, so many of us, the same across the whole country. You should not have each state with their own rules. Let's
Right.
make something set across the thing. But the other question comes if they start putting out alerts for every single person who goes missing. You guys have no idea how many go missing every single day. Do you get to the point where people don't even pay attention to their phone anymore? And they lose the importance,
Right.
which is the other side of it. So, but they work. They really work.
That
KDK. Yes, let me put my Discord in for you.
and
Sorry,
our
guys.
and our phones would never stop going off. They'd be beeping and vibrating all day.
Yeah. So the question is, do you have different ones for different, for example, me, I feel a runaway is in as much danger as many other abductions are because they're the ones who end up being trafficked.
Traffic, right?
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
But also some of these runaways, have like me and I forgot your name because you removed your name off your thingy. Dude above me. My brain's like
Panel
Dude.
Panel
Panel dude.
panel dude, and autistic people go missing. Down syndrome, elderly go missing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Run away. You know what I
I may
mean?
have done it once or twice or
Mhm.
4 times. I always went back, but
Right.
I used to run away to my tree in my front yard,
Um.
and then
That sounds like a fun place.
my dad yelled at me to
Yes.
come out of my tree, and I fell, and I knocked my shoulder out of the socket.
ouch.
Ow.
And I accused him of like I was so mad that he popped it back in because that really hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. that- that-
Why is it all the people that always get kidnapped? It's always in a white car.
Because white cars are the most popular because they're cheaper.
Yeah,
That's
ever
true. They
since
are
the O.J. Simpson case, every criminal thing has to deal with a white car.
It's like I said, it's because the white cars are more popular amongst any other cars because they're less expensive.
Jill, what color
So
car
most
do you
people
want?
are going to buy a white car before they buy any other color.
Yeah.
Love you too, kid.
Who's that? Oh, kiddo's going to sleep.
Aww.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's gonna be in my spot in my bed. Like I guarantee it. Like I'm gonna be like, oh,
I love it. I love it. I love it. Sorry, let me just get
So
this.
the Florida Amber Alert rules are that law enforcement has to have a well-founded belief based on an active investigation that a kidnapping has occurred. Law enforcement has to have a well-founded belief based on active investigation that the child is in imminent danger of death or serious bodily injury.
Or that you can actually look out for something. So you have to have like a car or like
Right.
a person, something.
On top of those other things, you also have to have a detailed description of the child or the abductor vehicle to broadcast to the public.
So like if somebody did something, you saw it happen, then they can report that. But if you don't have it, if it's just I can't find my kid, I don't know what happened, it's hard to get the Amber Alert out.
I think it might be having different levels of stuff available because unfortunately right now we have like the silver alerts, we've got blue alerts, we've got all these, but they just don't have sisters. For example, right now, I've talked to many people. I can't really go on one location and find everyone who's missing from that day. It's very hard to track all that. There are some ways you can get it, but it's really hard. If there were ways people could do that. So, and also KDK, you can find me on Facebook too, FYI.
And there's still a missing child from my area that's been missing for 12 years now and has never been found. Little Kyron Horman.
Yep. Yeah, that's it. And he's been gone for so many years. Over a decade now, I think, if I remember right. So, and also, I'm having fun reading chat right now. So, but I was able to get our names back up. I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, you know what? I kind of stopped going onto Discord myself. It's not just you guys. I stopped too. And right now I've been kind of going back on. But yeah, not much.
I removed it from my computer. I removed it from, today, I removed it from my computer because it kept coming up whenever I restart. And then I haven't had it on my phone since I got a new phone, which was a long time ago.
I run a Discord, but it has nothing to do with just plain it's DC based, because I love my comic books.
Yes. I don't know, GCM, if you wanted to address that question or not, but I thought I'd bring it up. Don't dox yourself, girl.
I'm in Florida.
Yeah.
Maybe I said that.
Yeah.
The Florida Gulf Coast is really big. So.
It was like, where else would you be?
No, Alabama. So the Gulf Coast
is upside down.
Louisiana, you could be.
It goes from Texas all the way.
Yeah, it does.
Basically Texas all the
way.
to
But I really
Florida.
like Florida because that's where you hear it on the news. You only really hear about it with Florida
because it's where the hurricanes hit. But hurricanes hit everywhere. But
well, not just that. There's always some crazy dude running around with crazy hair out in Florida on drugs doing something nuts. Nah.
You just explained the whole of the UK. One sentence.
Ted Bundy was found here.
Is there any update on the Las Vegas Amber Alert Lokomai?
Not that I'm getting
how old the
yet.
child is, what race?
No, that's what's weird. All that we're getting is a car. That is it right now. So I'm keeping a close eye on it.
Of the child, male,
No,
female?
there's nothing.
Wow.
Nothing at all. It actually, this is what, one second. I've got a picture of it. Let me share my screen. Let's see. This is what it looked like. That was the Amber Alert. I mean, I've never seen an Amber Alert that short in my life. So something else is going on there. So, but if I hear anything else, I'll definitely be sharing it. You guys know, for sure on that.
What always drove me nuts about Amber Alerts is why it took so long, and why was it that one child who was named Amber who got that they finally decided to make an alert system and name it after
her parents. Her parents just made it their mission to get things changed.
Yep.
Okay.
She actually, okay, let me see. In fact, I'm getting ready to do a video on this. Her name's Amber Hagerman. I had to pull up all my notes. Yes, Mrs. P is having dinner right now. And it's like me. I'm sitting here looking at my dinner that's cold. Yeah, cold.
You think it would be called the Walsh Alert because, John
Adam
Walsh.
Adam Walsh. Yeah, exactly.
He's doing a show now. I don't know if it's still on the air, but he's doing one with his son.
Oh, really?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the Amber Alert information if anyone's ever wanted to know. Okay, 26 years ago, 9-year-old Amber. Oops, I just lost everything.
Oh no.
Holy
Amber
shit!
Hagerman went to ride bikes with her brother Ricky in their hometown of Arlington, Texas, and never came back. Okay, her case has never been solved, and yeah, so that's one of the things I'm going to do a video. So keep an eye out on for that. I do want to talk about what actually. Yeah.
It is some again.
Close that.
One
they
case,
were-
one
Yeah,
case,
PJ?
the one case that I told you that I used to pay attention to that I stopped is because of stuff, but because she was my age, is the John Benet Ramsey one, man. That always drove me nuts. It's like we're never gonna know, and it's like every year to this point, it like drives me nuts because it's like I think that it like puts her dad and stuff back into the limelight, which also drives me nuts because it seems like every year they come up with some new way or say some new thing that's gonna find the killer, and then we never know who the killer is.
Well, the
Like-
big one, the most recent one that was really weird was the brother going on Dr. Phil.
That was cringy as hell.
That was creepy. If anybody has seen that,
Like his
yeah.
behavior was.
like, but see, at the same token, like, I mean, yeah.
You know,
we do have some updates real quickly on that Amber Alert. It looks like this is connected to it. It's a little boy, Gerardo Romero Barrera,
Oh my
Hispanic
God.
male, 6 years old, 4 foot tall, 50 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes. He's been was last seen red shirt with flashes shown and gray pants in a 2010 Chevrolet Avalanche white. Was last seen in the area of South 12th Drive and West Vineyard Road. He should be with his uncle in the listed vehicle. So we got a picture of him and his uncle here. Family is concerned for his welfare. And please contact them if anyone knows anything.
I don't mean to deflect from the subject, but and I hate to sound racist, but that reminds me of the case that was big in the 90s about that little boy and that and how the police raided that house. I can't think of his name, and they took the boy out of the house because the dad kidnapped him.
Yes.
It was huge.
He ended up. He's actually in Cuba now. He was sent back to Cuba.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Exactly.
I can't think of his name though. Oh, do you remember?
I can't remember. I'm amazed. Elliot, yes. I knew if anyone would remember, it'd be Miss Amber there. Elian Gonzalez. The Elian Gonzalez case.
Okay.
Yeah. Whoops, sorry, gang. Oh, I can't. Okay. Let me start saving that so I can do
Well,
it.
I hope they find them. You know.
Yeah.
And usually when it's like when it's like Amber Alerts like that, you know, it has to probably do with like some like divorce and messiness and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of that at times. And what's so bad is you never know what the family, it's like I said the other day, it could be the family members who actually do that. Oh, Veritas, just so you know, she tends to use caps because of some eyesight issues. It's easier for her to read things that way. So, so just so you guys know, for all the new people, it's fine. It's fine. It's no problem.
I use caps sometimes, but that's like for attention. I have noticed that a lot of YouTubers are like against caps. Sometimes it's a legit thing, and other reasons it's a totalitarian 1984.
Yeah.
No.
I think it's because in some instances, when you're using caps, people usually use it for
Screaming.
Screaming, yeah.
But when I think of screaming, I think of all caps, but with exclamation points.
Right.
You know.
Right, yeah. If I want to get a
You
point
know.
across, I'll use like 3 exclamation
You
points.
know.
No, we've all, Veritas, no problem. I've said the same thing initially. I said it also. That's where we all learn who everyone is and what they do.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
You know, and the only person that gets away with like yelling at people with caps is that damn Nightbot.
Oh yeah, that
Oh,
you know what that Nightbot did to my channel the other day? It did it to
Yeah.
a friend of mine.
What?
My friend came in doing caps lock because that's what she does. and it timed her out, and I was like, well, you could have notified me first before you timed someone out.
Yes.
Yeah, Nightbot,
Mrs.
like,
Portland got mad at me. The one and only time I think that I was a block bitch was because Nightblock blocked her for the caps. And I'm like, I'm trying to race and disconnect Nightbot real quickly, and I didn't make it in time.
Nightbot likes to act like that one moderator that is all sweet and friendly and gets all sweet and friendly with the YouTube host. But then as soon as they get that wrench, they like it's like they're mad with power, and it's high school, and it's like they're at the popular table.
Yeah.
You know, like
Heather.
Heather.
You got it. Yeah. Mrs. Portland, if you need to go to sleep, no problem. But no, no one's going to be. It's not going to be allowed. It's not going to be allowed. But I wanted to explain to them because a little knowledge helps all of us understand what's going on. Because a lot of times people don't know what's going on, but once they know, they're better about it. So.
Yeah.
And but it is actually getting a little late. Also here, I always tell myself
Time
I'll go
flies
till 8
when
o'clock.
you're having fun.
It sure does.
Oh
Sure does.
yes.
I just started.
I know, but you get to take at things, and also, Mrs. P, I don't think one of them, yes, but I don't think they meant it initially. I think they meant it because most of us just jump. It's kind of like I did it too, and the first time. So that no one's blaming you for it whatsoever at this point. I just needed to let them know why you were doing it, because a lot of us, we assume first what the reasons are. So you're good. You're good, girl. And also. No, it's okay. It's okay for those of you. We all miss things. I myself, okay, like I said, dear old, that's why, okay, wait, let me ask about this. Is Batissimo the same thing as Nightbot, or are they different programs? I understand, Mrs. Portland. I don't think they meant it that way, but I do understand, hon.
I think they're different programs.
I'm thinking they're different programs.
Well, yeah.
And, okay, love you, Mrs. P, I do. And because I've noticed a couple people using Batissimo, and I love it. It looks so many other things that you can do with it. It really looks cool. So,
I'd also like to apologize because I have noticed that I've like talked over people tonight, and it was not intentional whatsoever. I do apologize.
I mean, same.
No problem.
I have a horrible. I do it.
Yeah,
I do it all the time. Sorry. I talk over people all the time.
You know,
we all have been doing it at times, and I think that's where we kind of we learn and we talk and we try to work with each other. And that's the one thing that this place is always here for, is for us all to work and respect each other. We may not always like each other, but we respect each other.
Yeah.
And we work and learn. Yeah. So I'm horrible. Yeah, Amber's like, I talk over people all the I do it all the time. So
I have a habit of giggling over people all the time. I'm sorry.
And, you know, and there's also those types of people that talk so fast and like too close to after the other person's sentence that it's hard to find your way into the conversation, you know, because it's like there's no break in between their response to the other person, and then you got the third person. They're trying to get in there.
Right.
Yeah.
No, you got it. Yeah. So, yeah, it's always fun. And I'll try to get within things and trying to, especially when you get a big group. It's like right now, that was actually one of our biggest concerns. Some of you may have seen the live over on Sleuth Moms about internet safety earlier this week. We literally had 5. It was supposed to be 6 of us on panel talking about internet safety. And our biggest concern was, how are we going to talk about you get 5 or 6 people who do panels all the time, trying to talk at the same time. So dangerous. But it worked. We're like, okay, hands up, maybe. No, leave message in private chat. No, maybe that.
We need a spirit stick. We need not to go like all bringing on like a spirit stick or a pea stick or whatever that is where you pass it.
Yeah.
What if we all had one and then we could like pass it through the like?
Oh wait,
the
wrong
ruler.
direction.
I can't do the camera thing. I'm totally terrible with my right and my left on camera.
Oh my gosh.
But you see the idea.
Thank you.
You can be kind.
Actually, let me one more commercial for that. For any of you guys who don't, please join all of us. Okay, check Sleuth's Moms for that. We're going to start doing it probably on a weekly basis, and it's all going to be about safety. Okay, when we get up to me, we're going to talk about the different apps to watch out for. But yeah, that's the last of my commercials. And I'll back onto the fun.
You're good.
Oh my gosh. But it is fun. Yeah.
My whole message on YouTube is honestly is we can be kind to each other.
Yeah.
And that's I think why I have really connected with a lot of your community Lokamai is very strongly around my feelings about just being freaking you know what? I don't like all you motherfuckers. Sorry. No, I don't. I don't like all y'all.
No.
I don't know how you feel.
Don't like me?
Sorry.
Oh my God. Okay, forget it. She doesn't like me. How the hell do I kick her out of here
Yeah, no,
real quick?
There's a button at the bottom.
I'm like, there's the remove button. And also,
All of a sudden, I'm like, where did it go?
but it's true. We can get along. We don't have to. And I'm going to tell you guys the truth. I said this to 2 or 3 other people recently. Every week, it feels like I get messages from people saying, you know what? I can't come if so-and-so comes, or I won't be able to talk if so-and-so's there. I'm not, all these things. And I'm like, guys, come on. We're all adults. I don't think any of us are below the age of 18 here. We can all work together, and we don't have to like everyone.
I
But
may
we're here.
look young for my age, but that's true. You are
may
right.
look like, so
I like to
we
pretend
can't
I
like
do.
ancient. Yeah,
I
there you go.
have
Exactly.
been 29 for many years. Many years.
Oh, yeah,
Exactly.
totally,
Me too.
totally.
So
Anniversaries of 29 are so much better anyhow, so.
I started using my mum's philosophy of counting backwards each
Right?
year.
Aww.
Exactly. I'm gonna do the same because my birthday really hit me hard this year, and I was not expecting it.
Stop it.
Same.
You
I wasn't
are
expecting it to hit me
baby.
hard. I was
You
expecting
guys-
my birthday.
I was ready for my 30s 2 years ago. 31 was great. 31 was great. 32, it smacked me in the face, and I wanted to go by my mom's philosophy of being 29 for the rest of my life.
Right? I mean,
Yes, silly.
What?
Backwards from what number? Where do we go? That's
You know, because
exactly.
it's
30,
not like
30's
what
the age.
it was not a vanity thing at all. It was more like a psychological thing because I started dealing with mortality and all that other
Oh, yes.
bullshit, and I'm like,
Good night, siren.
Yeah.
And you
I mean-
gotta be kidding me. I know you're playing games with me. You
That's so exciting.
and that is amazing. If I love
That's
siren.
really
Nice.
amazing.
Yes,
Yeah.
Howoli Laha now to my dear Miss Portland. And yes, Veritas, send me some music, please. Please, 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 please. And also, oh gosh. Yep, exactly. So, gang, I gotta start.
I don't know who Siren's talking about.
It's a makeup.
Makeup.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's a makeup chain kind of, makeup chain guy. He actually, does some good makeup.
We never
Great
we
makeup.
got to do our mask thing with him, Lokamai. I mean, I don't know if he's interested. I mean, he might be too big for me now. He might be a big deal. So, like, I
I
don't know.
still
I
have the
don't
seat
like-
next to
I don't
me.
like-
He's true. He's a big deal. That's true.
He might be too big
I'm
for me.
like, it's still sitting here.
I'm waiting. Siren, we're waiting.
Because once I go putting it away, the moment I put it away, I'm never going to find it. So I've left it right here. Yeah, exactly. So, oh my God. Mortality hit you. Oh, wow. 21 years ago. Isn't it amazing how long, hello, somebody, and how long ago, how quickly the years go. I was noticing that with my dad the other day, how many years since he's passed. You don't realize what mortality is like till you start losing your mom and dad, honestly.
Right? Petty Patty soon.
18 for the rest, yes.
Actually, I'll be 21 because I can continue to drink wine.
18. Yeah, no, you got to hit the 21 at least. Okay, come on now. 21,
what?
21.
You know what always drove me nuts? Like, people older than me that always said, "Oh, I wish I was in my 20s again." Not me. No. I mean, yeah, my body had to look great and all that other stuff, but when you go through puberty when you're a teenager, it's like the physical hormones and all that stuff. When you're in your 20s, you're going through this emotional puberty and all this other stuff, paying bill, all that. I don't want to have to go through that shit again. No. I mean, I'm going to have to continue to pay bills because I'm an adult. But
I would never go back to my 20s in a million.
I would not either. Yeah, I would not go to my 20s.
I am a mom. My kid's asleep. It's over 11. I can say bad words. Well, I say bad words regardless.
I was about to say my children are 2, 4, and 16, and I say bad words. And I just tell them that they're grown-up words, and they can say them when they're obviously
when they're grown up.
Says them anyway. But my toddlers, that's what I tell them. I'm like, those are grown-up words. You can use them when you turn 18.
Okay, my mother
Damn,
still.
girl, you do look good for 82. Yeah, Amber. Oh my God, for 82. Okay, I thought maybe 79. But
my mother does not like me cussing, and my grandmother, the only word she doesn't want me to use because she's Catholic is the GD word. That's like, no, you could say fuck, you could say shit, you could say anything, but you say GD, you'll get cussed out.
Yeah.
With
it's toxic childhoods.
Vanna, can I get a G? And like where everything, like devil lives. Damn.
Oh yes.
Oh, it was
All
like,
that.
wait, what? No, I got.
I'm still confused.
That's right.
God damn.
But that's part of getting older,
okay.
We get confused very easily.
Is that the word?
Hales Bales. That's what she
Hales Bales?
Hales Bales.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think, okay,
I'm
I
your
don't want to
friendly
be back in my
resident.
20s. 30s, my late 30s, maybe. My 40s were my favorite. I loved my 40s. I became me. I finished mine, girl. I don't know where I put it now, but I finished mine.
Pretend like I haven't hit 40. Yeah. That's what I do.
You're not 40.
Since the first week of, or the.
You don't look 40.
Thank you.
Oh, yes.
You look like you could go to college with your daughter, okay? See? That's how young you look.
See, exactly.
Veritas,
I agree. Once you lose your mom or dad, you realize, you know what, all of the fights, all of the screaming, trust me, I still bitch and scream with mom every single day, but...
You're very connected to your family. Some of us were not given certain experiences where we're allowed to have that. Yeah. And I will share this because I have been feeling the mortality of it too after watching how my mother took care of her family, my family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're not good to her necessarily. Mm-hmm. And maybe she overshared with me. Because my kid has no fucking clue that I don't even like my I have issues, but I'm changing the cycle.
Right.
That's the thing. I'm changing the cycle. Like
right.
He has a beautiful relationship with them, and that's all he's going to know.
Right.
That is okay,
and that's all that matters.
It's fine that yes, I do get pissed. I do get pissed. All the time.
No.
But I can, it's not about me.
Right.
I've already been through my experience. It's about my kids' experience. You know what I mean? And I can still get pissed. Rosalie has met my family. She will be the one person to be like, whoa.
Oh my God. Yes.
Whoa.
Nope. I can see it. I can so see it. I can see it. Well, I remember sitting with my nursing home, when I'd be at nursing homes, and we get these little old ladies come in. They were the sweetest thing in the world. And then their families would come in and treat them like dirt. And I remember CNAs, housekeeping would come to me and be like, I can't believe they treat their grandma that way or their mom that way and all. And I'm like, hey, hon, take a step back. You are seeing this lady who she is right now. We don't know what she was like when she was in her 30s raising her kids.
I was about to say, if somebody were to ever say that about my mother-in-law, I would well, let's have a chat. I'll tell you.
Yep.
I'll tell you,
that's it.
We don't
know.
All these people talk about culture appropriation, all this. You know what I wish they would appropriate from a culture? Appropriate this from Japanese culture. Treating their elderly with respect. You know, they have grandmas, elderly grandmas and grandpas and all this stuff still living in the family house.
I will not know. I will never respect my mother-in-law.
You know,
And I don't care
it's
how elderly she is. That's what I'm saying. Because
it's also a very patriarchal society. So let's add on to what you're talking about. If you don't mind me, I'm going to counter you a little bit on this. It's a very patriarchal society. So you're not looking at a situation where a woman can come into a marriage and is expected to be able to care for certain positions in her family. That's why it's so important for a male heir to be born. Because when a male heir is born, they take care of the family. And yes, this goes over many cultures. Yeah. In token, what I'm sorry, I almost said your name. Sorry. GCM just said. You know, what it really boils down to from a female perspective, you know, in America, for example, it is very common for the partner or the spouse to the person who's like, you know, if they choose to procreate children, very common for the spouse to live near those parents of that person that procreates. It is extremely common. And it has simply more to do with like, it's kind of what you're talking about on some level, but it's not necessarily like, yes, I do have plenty of room for my parents to live in my house if necessary. But see, I'll be blunt. Yes, I would move away quickly and as fast as I freaking could if I didn't love my parents so much. Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't. I wasn't like.
I'm gonna be here.
I mean, well, it wasn't the big thing. My big thing was about the whole respect of the elderly. You know.
I think and that's one thing. No group of people has everything perfect. One of the things I love about the Asian culture is that respect that they do have, but it's drilled in from you from the time you are literally this big to the point where you even honor your older sibling. Okay, so there's a total way of dealing with things. So it's something that starts from the get-go. And yes, it continues, and you pick and choose what you want to take. Because like Jet's mom said, Huh?
Have you seen Seeing Red? Like,
I heard that film.
Yes.
I have not seen that film because I heard it was basically a film about a girl metaphorically going through.
That's a lie. 100% overblown on social media. I believe me, I read all that and I was like, what? And then I watched it for myself and I was like, that's not what this is about.
It wasn't. I actually enjoyed it. I think it shows a culture very. It's basically about a girl, and Pop and GCM too on this. Okay. Basically, her and her family along a certain area can change into a little red panda. That's why it's turning red.
It was a gift given to one of their one of the elders in the family, like great grandparents, grandmothers. Then they moved to Canada instead of where they were from, and now they see it as a burden. But basically, when they go through puberty, besides the regular girl stuff or whatever, they also turn into pandas. But it's because they get angry and they have to learn to control their panda, control their temper.
Pandas are very interesting creatures. That's very interesting. I like.
But it's a red panda. It's not just like a regular. It's a red panda. And the thing is that all the other all the other women, they want you to give that up. They want you to conform. They want you to be a good daughter. They want you to, do as they say. And like, she's extremely dependent upon her mother, extremely wants to please her mother, be obedient to her mother. And it's about her learning to be herself and not be necessarily just everything her mother wants to be.
Her true finding to herself rather than
than what your family necessarily insists on you being. But controlling the panda, she can choose to keep it, which is like what her, ancestor wanted. Is for them, because the panda is actually there to protect society, like the city that wherever you live or whatever. Ultimately, anyway.
Yeah.
None of that makes sense until you watch the movie. I promise it'll make a lot more sense if you watch the movie. There is a part where the mom's like thinking she gets her period, right? Because she's like, oh my God. And she's like, I'm a red, hideous monster. But it's not her period.
But it's part of who she is, number one. Yeah, not being scared. It's kind of like what we talk about in the mental health lives, where so many times there's something about us that we don't like. So we hide it rather than accepting it and letting it truly become part of who we are.
And so
and yes,
she
I
keeps
agree,
it to keep all sides of her instead of suppressing this this part of her.
I think
the strong, independent part of her.
Yeah,
there's a lot of shame in our culture still about women and their periods.
Yes,
there is still. I mean, it's amazing how far we've come with many aspects. But this one is still. It's when I was with a family member who I had her already, like we got everything prepared. I'm like, if I get the phone call, I'm there. Like I go pick her up, and we fixed everything, and we're like, girl, what you want to do? Where you want to go?
Yeah.
What are we gonna go do?
Yeah.
Like she's like, I just want to cry. I'm like, no, this is brilliant. I'm so excited for you.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm like, because this is the threshold. We got to do something fun today. What do you want to? What is the funnest thing you want to do? And we did it.
That's cool.
Get some chocolate and some ice cream.
Chocolate ice cream works real well. That works real well. I agree, though. Encanto, I love also. It's another. I love because these new cartoons, they're written in a level that they're entertaining for our kids, and they teach some basic stuff and all. But for us adults, they still can speak to us as adults.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
I love it.
I would talk about the period thing with women, though. Like period. Yeah. You really getting like. I mean, it's still uncomfortable to talk to your children that are like.
Oh, it is.
I live in a house of like X, Y, or whatever. I'm a XY chromosome house.
Yeah.
Everybody has a wiener, but me. Well, I might look like claim me with a wiener tonight.
I'm the opposite.
There you go. See, I'm trying to help you out here.
We're all girls except my husband. But see, the thing about the Luisa song is actually Luisa's the middle child. She's not even the oldest. So it's very interesting that a lot of the oldest children relate to that song most, like Patty said. But Luisa is actually the middle child. So I'm an older daughter who actually relates more to the oldest child, which is the one that does the flowers. What's her name?
Oh, see, with me it was surface pressure. I tend to get a lot.
The only thing I know about Enchanto is we don't talk about Bruno.
The one about being perfect all the time and having to feel like you're perfect all the time.
That's true.
That was me. That was my role growing up as the oldest child.
See, I see surface pressure to many times can be the same. You're
I see
expected
them
to
both,
solve everything, and that's how I got as the oldest.
But
You're
people don't
expected to be
realize
on top of
Luisa-
everything.
Yeah, but
Louisa did have that.
Middle.
Yeah,
she's the middle child who has to like keep.
Isn't it Bella? It's like a
Isabella.
Isabella, yes.
That's it. It's Isabella.
Thank you, Celia and Phoenix.
I was the baby, so I got away with a lot of shit. So
I was the eldest, so I didn't get away with anything.
Oh, I'm the eldest.
Yeah. So you had to be perfect too, panel dude.
Oldest.
Not necessarily perfect. It was more a case of if the youngest two were ever in a fight or anything like that, I somehow, or they managed to piss my mother off, which was daily. I somehow was involved in everything, and I got the push back from it all. And I was like, I just come downstairs and I grab something to eat. Like, you come out the room and you're like, you get attacked and you're like, what did I do?
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, yes. So,
Exactly.
oh, Katie K. Yeah, I love. Actually, Encanto has a lot of good songs you can jam out.
I jam out to all of them.
Yeah.
I just
There's
relate
a
the most
YouTuber.
with Isabella.
There's a YouTuber, songs in a suitcase or something. I forget what her name is, but she helps you look at how to sing and stuff like that. And she's been doing all of Glee, watching all of Glee and going and analyzing all the songs. And she did it for Encanto.
Oh,
And
really?
so, you know what? I'm wondering if something changed because you're right. It should be set to subscribers only. Let me figure that one out.
Yeah.
I'll go double check that. Something's happened. I wonder if I've lost that setting or did something. I don't like YouTube at times. So, and but we are actually, I am going to start slowing this one down because I always promise Mom that I'll watch one TV show with her every night on Fridays. And I haven't quite gotten that far today. So, but this has been fun, gang. This has been fun. I can't. I'm like, oh, it's 8:30. I could go on another hour. Can't I? Yeah, I could.
You
But
guys
I
like to raid my channel because I will go live.
yes. Okay.
So
Thank
what
you,
are
thank
you and your
Jets
mom going to be watching tonight?
We've been watching Riverdale. We're halfway through the second season right now. So yeah. So I've been doing that, and working on a new diamond painting. Actually,
There's a new show on Prime. It's a little like it's interesting, but I'm binging it right now.
yeah.
It's the baseball one. League of Their Own.
Oh,
What?
Yes.
the original, or is it a remake?
So there was a book written after the movie was made with like Tom Hanks, and it really went into a lot of like the sexual, just issues that were happening, whether it was, civil rights or like sexual orientation issues, and that came out about people and like around that was kind of like hidden in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of think that book that I don't even know. I was probably like 16 when I read it, and it was like a big book. But like I don't even know. I was young.
Yeah,
I found it fascinating. But this series is really kind of dives into a lot of the sheltered lifestyles of people in that time frame. It's a series. So I'm gonna get 45 minutes for 8 or 10 times. I don't know. I'm on like 3.
I'll have to check it out.
I'll have to take a look at that.
I am on the Umbrella Academy late.
Oh, so good.
I'm late
I finished
but
that.
that's what I've started.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I love that. This is the latest. I'll show you this before we get. This is my latest. Oh shoot! Let me turn this off so you don't have that there. This is the latest diamond painting I'm doing.
Oh, it's so
Ooh,
good.
what is it? What is it?
It's
Pretty.
Mount Fuji with a bunch of. I've only done this part. Yeah, that right there. But it is bigger than my dining room table.
Have you seen the ones where you can get your own pictures made in the dining room?
I'm getting one done. In fact, there's a couple that I thought, drop email one more time. Oh, yeah, no problem.
You
If
should
want
get a
to email me.
diamond painting of your puppy. Yeah.
I need to do that, actually. I have one of Malteses, but it's not them. So there's the email if anyone wants it. And I think we got a couple more people addicted because they're like, oh, you're not finishing yet. You're addicted. Yay. Cantina does that. We have fun. Cantina is literally this group.
I love
Honestly, it's not this channel. It's this group. We've actually popped it from group to group to group. Okay. In fact, what's heading over to Jet's mom is the continuation of Cantina. So you can use that name, whatever you want, girl. Yeah. There, we got it. Rosalind got it there. Perfect. So,
Wait, there's a link.
Supernatural is good.
Right, Rosalind? Oh, Rosalind put it in. Okay.
Yeah. So if you head over Jet's mom, subscribe to her also. Actually, all of you guys right now, please feel free. We've got Panel Dude. Let me actually get Panel Dude because I know he has his channel.
I do.
And at the moment, I only have Twitch.
Yes.
I will have both.
You're conquering YouTube in no time.
Exactly. And we'll get you everything there. So there is Panel Dude's channel. And I'm trying. I don't have my link. If anyone has missed GCMs, we're still trying to get her to 100. So,
So I can change my name, y'all. Not Gold Coast Mama, because that's not what shows up.
Wait, how many subscribers do you have now?
Like, okay, so I had 100, but because they all came from Robbie's channel and are like mass thing, I lost them. Then like 3 days later, because YouTube was like, this doesn't look
hey,
legit.
GCM, type in chat real quick so I can get your.
Okay.
I was
Channel.
going to say, because shouldn't you be able to change that at 50 subscribers?
No, it's 100.
100.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
they've changed that recently then.
Yeah.
Veritas, that's why I'm so happy we're all getting together from all these different communities, because we're in a way creating this thing between all of us. Okay, it's one large community of people who just like hanging out. So there is Gulf Coast Mama. There's her. So please go over there because she doesn't want to be a stripper anymore. Her stripper years are gone. And so she's...
Listen, I joined YouTube when it first was
Is
created.
that it, Fina Amber?
Yeah. I miss
And back then, I was in my club days, and you know,
There you go.
I think
I'm a Disney princess
GCM,
club
you
lover.
taught us how to strip so well.
Yes.
College.
I miss the days when YouTube used to be all about collaborations and all that other
Yeah.
stuff, and then it stopped. And you know what I mean? And then it went from being friends to friends who collaborated to, oh, I'm going to collaborate with this person because it was about views. And then it just stopped. You know, it's like the whole culture. And for like a decade, I watched the LGBT one,
We can change
and then
it.
I stopped
Yeah.
because it went to hell in a handbasket. But the whole culture just of YouTube has like changed over the years, and I'm like an OG. I used to have a legacy account. We're
That's what I
talking
have.
like me at the zoo type OG, Chris Crocker, Kelly
Yes.
Hughes.
Oh
you
my
know?
God.
So that's why mine is Princess Lace, y'all, because like literally it's a legacy account.
Yeah, pre freaking Google.
Yeah, like from when it
Oh,
first
is that-
started.
You know, MySpace was still popular, and
Yes.
Facebook was just jumping
Oh,
off.
God.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
By the way, Amber, I
My
want to do a link on today's live that I did to you, because you talk about gratitude work, and I talked a little bit about it during part of my live today.
You're both
And
good.
you are the queen of gratitude work. So
Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately, her latest video, she did have 3.5 minutes of dead air, but we love her.
we do. We'll
Watch
watch
the
those
chat.
3.5 minutes.
Watch the chat; it was very entertaining. It was
I
there.
listened
It
to
was
it
me.
and then it went away. And so like I'm listening to it driving, and like I like to come home and like make my little comments, you know, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
where'd it go?
Oh
Also,
my God. I
like
love
they
it.
said, if I get to 100 ever, I will make a video. I'll start making content.
Yay! Yay! And we'll have
Yay.
Cantina over there too.
I will have
At
Cantina.
least
I
once.
have an idea for my channel. If it
Yes.
Every
My
time
idea
I
is
hear-
change
We
the
gotta
channel
get her there.
Every time I hear the word cantina, though, I think of Taco Bell, because we used to have a Taco Bell cantina, and all I want is fucking tacos.
Tacos and margaritas. That's
Yes,
exactly
tacos and
Ooh,
margaritas.
That sounds good.
Yes.
That sounds
That
good.
sounds nice.
Okay, I gotta go for real this
Yes,
time.
you do. You do. Okay,
All right.
bye,
Yes.
y'all.
Okay, I'll start a live. Good night, guys.
Alright.
Thank
Okay,
you.
love you guys.
Yeah,
Bye
bye.
bye. Thank y'all so much. So I will see y'all definitely Monday, if not before that. If I get done with the movie with Mom, I'll go head over that way. And if you guys are live, I'll join you guys at that. Yeah, Sleuth Mom, like I said, we've got a lot of people here that are in this chat that have awesome channels. So please check them out. Download that app that we have. Melissa. Hey, Melissa Jane. Mwah. Love you, my dear. Love you, love you, love you. We have, okay, there's an add-on that you can get that actually will link you to people's chats, their YouTube channels. Download it. That way you can go and sub to anyone that you're talking to, because you may find out you really enjoy hanging out with them. So, okay, love you guys tons and tons. I'm off to Riverdale, and I will talk to you later. Aloha and